are liking the show. You guys are liking the Monday Night Raw. I like the Monday Night Raw. You like the Monday Night Raw? I like the Monday Night Raw. You guys like the Monday Night Raw? I like the Monday Night Raw. You guys like the Monday Night Raw? I like the Monday Night Raw. Do you guys like the Monday Night Raw? 'Cause I like the Monday Night Raw. You like the Monday Night Raw? I like the Monday Night Raw. You like the Monday Night Raw? I like the Monday Night Raw. Do you like the Monday Night Raw? I like the Monday Night Raw. Hello? Do you like the Monday Night Raw? I like the Monday Night Raw. I'm going to call my mammy now and tell her I like the Monday Night Raw. Hey, mammy. I just got done watching the Monday Night Raw. You know what I like the Monday Night Raw? Do you like the Monday Night Raw? I like the Monday Night Raw. You like the Monday Night Raw? I like the Monday Night Raw. You like the Monday Night Raw? That's what I thought. I like the Monday Night Raw. You like the Monday Night Raw? That's so weird because I like the Monday Night Raw too. You like the Monday Night Raw? You too love the Monday Night Raw. I love the Monday Night Raw. I'm going to go now and tell all the people about how I like the Monday Night Raw. Goodbye, mammy. Boop. Crazy. I like the Monday Night Raw. Do you like the Monday Night Raw? I like the Monday Night Raw. I like the Monday Night Raw. Do you like the Monday Night Raw? I like the Monday Night Raw. I just got done with riding my bicycle around the street. And by bicycle, I mean motor bicycle. It's not a bicycle like a children's bicycle. It is a motor bicycle. But out of everything tonight that I enjoyed the most, whether it was masturbating with my pinky, that's what I call my pee-pee, my pinky, or whether it was driving around the neighborhood on my motorcycle, I think my favorite thing of the night was the Monday Night Raw. There was a time earlier today that I did have a funner time than Monday Night Raw. I was playing cowboys and Native Americans with my brother, and we were going pew 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 pew. And we were really close in the fight. It was like an old-time war against each other. But then I realized what I needed to do. I changed teams. My brother, he was the Cowboys. Pew, 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 pew. Like on Monday Night Football tonight. Pew, 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 pew. So I decided to not be the Indians. The Native Americans anymore. I was going to be the Mexicans. Yeah, sí, señor. Buenos noches. And I became the Mexicans. And we beat the Cowboys. That's right, we beat the Cowboys. The Native Americans, they die. But the Mexicans, we fight back with knives and win against the Cowboys. Pew, 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 pew. See, he had his guns. Pew, 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 pew. But then I came in with my guns. And my guns, well, they were bigger. And I won the battle with me and my brother. But did you watch the Monday Night Raw? Because I watched the Monday Night Raw. Jake DeMarco. Yes, there he is. Did you watch the Monday Night Raw?
I did. I watched all of the Monday Night Raw, and I think it definitely broke you because, my God, my brain just doesn't know what to think. I don't know how to comprehend everything they force fed us tonight. But
it was a show that made me laugh and cry and smile. I watched the Monday Night Raw.
I like your helmet.
I was riding my motorcycle earlier today, and I thought I enjoyed it so much I keep the helmet on.
Well, it probably saved you from getting some brain damage from the show tonight, so that was a smart idea.
Watch this. I bashed my head against the wall, and I am protected by a massive helmet made by a Chinese boy of 6 years old.
Probably 5.
We'll be right back while I pee my pants. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Monday Night Raw review. It is October 19th, 2020. I literally thought that I was going to watch Vince Russo commit suicide live on YouTube earlier today as I watched his I watched a little bit of his watch along, and he looked like a broken man. A man that wanted to end his life. But can you blame him? No. Because, in my opinion, this was one of the worst Monday Night Raws of the year. Because nothing happened, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, maybe something did happen. Maybe I'm being too harsh. But this stuff put me to sleep, bro. Straight up sleep.
There was nothing memorable, nothing of note, nothing worthwhile. I mean, this is the season premiere. You're trying to get people to, oh, look, these are the new stars we're bringing in from SmackDown, and we're trying to change things up. You changed nothing. You gave us recycled storylines from SmackDown. You gave us, the same matches and feuds that we're used to. There was nothing new, nothing creative, nothing inventive. They buried at least 5 different stars tonight. It was just a disaster. Total disaster from top to bottom.
I like that AJ Styles was so concerned about being called a racist recently. All the black people that were calling AJ Styles a racist, we know he's a racist. We've always been a racist. Which, by the way, racist means, I don't know, he's from the South, I guess. I don't know. So he's always been a racist. So what does AJ Styles go and do? He goes, you know what? I'm sick of everybody saying that I'm a racist. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go out and I'm going to get, not only am I going to get a black guy, but I'm going to get the biggest black motherfucker you've ever seen in your life to stand next to me. So you know that I'm not a racist. Although this could be interpreted as...
it could be worse.
You know what I mean. But yeah, I mean, listen, AJ's a racist according to everybody, so... He went out and got himself a super black guy. But by the way, I love the black dude. I don't know what they're calling him right now, but obviously was the security guard bouncer guy at the underground. And
Jordan, however you pronounce his last name, Omag, blah 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 blah. I don't know.
Well, we said he was one of the best things about the show. It was Shane.
Yeah, about Raw Underground, he was pretty cool. He looked good tonight. I liked him tonight. He looked intimidating and served his role quite well. So
I feel like his name should be Vincent or something. I think his name should be Vincent.
It was just odd that the announcers weren't talking about his name. Just, oh, look at how big he is. But on the graphic when he actually came out, it showed his name, so it wasn't a surprise. So why couldn't they just talk about his name? That was very odd that they did that.
Yeah, I don't understand that. That's kind of
a lot of things tonight just didn't make sense. And all right, so they're having people. So I thought last week with the draft was the last night that people could be, from SmackDown on Raw or last night's on Raw. Now they're bringing over people again. The Riot Squad was there. Otis was there. I mean, Otis was in disguise, but still, he was there. It just a lot of it. Why? I thought that was the point of the whole draft and brand split.
Right. And yes, everything is racist now. And by the way, and you're right. By calling everybody racist, what it does is it delegitimizes the real racists. So if there are actual people out there who are racists, they're going to kind of get away and go under the radar because everybody is spending too much time calling out celebrity people and popular people who might have said some weird stuff or jokes or whatever, or just seem to vote a certain way. So you're calling out all these people that aren't really racist. They're just voting against what you like. And so if you do that, the actual racists, who are usually very underground and nobody knows who they are going to get away, and they're going to get to do the things they want to do because you're busy calling out people who aren't racist. So
yeah,
you're
they're attacking
stupid.
people that are innocent or not deserving of such a negative outlash.
I only bring it up because people mentioned about it earlier today, and I was like, yeah, that's right. That's funny. He got a, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I can't believe that AJ would be like that. So I don't think that that's AJ. I think he's got a Southern mentality, probably a right-wing guy, but that doesn't make him a racist. I mean,
no, he's not a racist. He's not a bigot. I don't see that from him at all. Especially
I don't
on his
either.
Twitch streams. He's so interactive with everybody. He's very nice and caring. I don't see that from him.
Yeah, I don't think the New Day would be hanging around with him either, by the way. I think they'd kind of be like, yeah, this guy kind of sucks.
Yeah, anytime they've had problems with people in the back, the New Day keeps far away. That's a great point.
Yeah, I don't think they're hanging out with him if he's like that. I don't care how many video games they have in common. You know what I mean? Biggie,
yeah, no,
Biggie
if they don't like you,
real.
they're not going to be around you.
Biggie keeps it pretty real. So
I like what you said in the chat before. Big E in the Thunderdome was like you drunk at SmackDown. He really was. He was going nuts.
and I was doing that during a Kofi match too that night, and he was doing it. He was like losing his mind. He must have been just loaded. I mean,
why couldn't he be there if everybody else from SmackDown, that isn't drafted, could come over? What was the problem with that?
I don't even know what they were doing tonight. Like it was just,
God.
Yeah. Well, I don't even. This show, was awful.
I had fun because I was doing the Thunderdome thing for the first time, and I got an email from them. Yeah, they invited me in, and I was like, all right, cool, I'll try it out. And I had a fun time doing that. Like, I was just making an idiot out of myself constantly.
I didn't see you. Did anyone see you?
I saw myself once. AJ Adams said he saw me once. I was more on the right side. If you're looking at, like, the actual main cam in the center, I was more towards the right, like 2, 3
That's hilarious.
o'clock-ish.
I wish I knew. I would have been looking for you. I just turned it down they keep emailing me about it and stuff. And I'm like, no.
I was like, why not? I'll try it. And Danny was going to do it with me, but she ended up not feeling great. So it was just so funny, though, to hear the director the entire time, like, oh, here comes so-and-so, make sure you boo. And in the beginning, the director kind of got confused. He was like, oh, Retribution's out there, big boos. Oh, here comes the Hurt Business. Big boos or cheers. I mean, big boos. Lots of energy because they don't know who's heel or face.
Yeah, and nobody knows.
I mean, you have Retribution come out. They're interrupting the Fiend. Then the Fiend disappears. Then the Hurt Business comes out, and they're supposed to be viewed as the faces then because they're attacking Retribution. But later on throughout the night, they're attacking Titus to cement themselves as heels. So what are they doing?
Yeah,
it makes no sense. It just doesn't make sense.
I don't understand any of this. Retribution's dead, so.
Oh, they are destroyed.
I mean, they were bad. It was bad anyway, but it was like, so they really did waste our time. They wasted our time with the hacker thing.
Yes.
Now they've wasted our time with the answer to that.
And Retribution as well.
And Retribution. So they've wasted our time with everything. We got our time wasted.
I know we're talking about the beginning, but I wanted to mention too. It's not that I don't care for the NF song that's in the beginning. I'd have to hear it again. That was my first time hearing it, but
what?
It's just
what song?
The new Raw theme that they have.
Oh, I didn't hear it. I skipped.
Yeah, they have a
part.
brand new theme on Raw.
Oh,
and they got rid of the most recent one they had. So with
wow.
Skillet or whoever it was, I didn't care for it.
I gotta watch
just because
it.
To me it didn't feel like it fit. With what the usual wrestling vibe is, but I prefer the old theme. Maybe it'll grow on me. I don't know if anybody in the chat noticed, but
I gotta watch it. Raw intro, because the other intro, while I'm getting sick of the whole like pop rock thing that is these intros, but
it fit. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the previous theme, but it fit more with the Raw opening. I feel like.
Oh, let's hear it.
I didn't hate it. It's new, so I mean, like I said, maybe it'll grow on me. But
I'm watching it now.
It's called The Search by NF.
It's more rap. It's rap instead of rock.
Yeah, it's not a bad song at all. I just don't feel like it fits.
Okay. I mean, it's a different intro.
It's different. Like I said, maybe it'll grow on me, but
yeah, I don't know. That was kind of lame. That's pretty lame.
Counterfeit Eminem pop rap. You know that.
Yeah, it's pretty. I think it's kind of lame. Yeah, I think the song they had. I don't know. I like the other. I don't even like the Raw intro that much that they had, but I think that was better than this.
Yeah, it was just catchy and it worked for. It was an earworm, but it also worked for the interludes better, I think. You know, when they come out of commercial.
Yeah.
That, you know, the chanting that goes with the song.
Yep.
I think that fits.
It's kind of It's kind of catchy. This is more like the guy's rapping, like, so that's cool, but it's not a theme that you're ever going to remember. It's a very blah 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 blah. No one's going to remember that. It's like,
no, at least it's something you can bob your head to, kind of, I guess. But
I don't know, man. That
shit doesn't seem like it's the best idea.
That doesn't. I don't think that. I can't believe that's the intro, to be honest. But whatever.
And then Retribution's theme was garbage. That was ass. That was real bad. Just a bunch of like grinding noises at first, and that's. But you know they put no effort into that at all whatsoever. So, I mean, we start off with The Fiend coming right out with Alexa Bliss. I like them two together. I liked her appearing in the Funhouse. This episode of the Funhouse wasn't great either, but I did like Alexa having the Freddy Krueger guard on, you know, the garb, you know, that she wears. So that was cool. Nightmare on Elm Street call out. But we got, you know, finally Retribution. They go to attack. The Fiend disappears. Him and Alexa Bliss are gone. That's when the Hurt Business comes out. And just when they're starting to fight, we end up going to the 8-man tag. That's going to open up the show. It was a bit sloppy. I will say that Bobby Lashley looked really good in the match. He looked like $1 million.
I like that it was
so dominant.
Can you say sloppy again for me? Oh, wait.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
The donation.
Of course, Batista fucks little kids. He's Filipino. Filipinos are pedos and fuck little kids.
Ugh.
Dirty Filipinos need to grow up. Go back to Cebu City.
Oh my God, Randy Viper! Holy
damn,
crap!
Randy.
He's not holding back. You liked my video earlier today, I guess. Hey, I'm just connecting the dots. That Batista wants to cancel all these different people. Yet Batista,
he'll protect,
he'll protect his
James
friend who
Gunn.
said stuff about kids. Listen, I think nobody should be in trouble. That's what I think. But why does Batista defend a weird child comment so much, but yet he wants everybody else to be canceled for just having their opinions? So I think Batista's a crybaby. I think you're a wuss, is what I'm saying, Batista. You muscle-headed, roidy, weird person. I think you play with kids and you're mad that your Hollywood friends might go down. That's what I think. I mean, I'm sorry. What else is there to think? Why the hell do you want to cancel this guy, that guy, this guy, that guy?
Virtue signaling retard at this point.
Yeah. Shut up, Batista. Your WrestleMania match sucked. How about that? Watch that guy around kids. That's all I'll say. Watch him around kids. That's all I'm saying. Fuck, I see what's going on. I'm not a moron. And if you don't understand the optics of how bad you look by calling out adults for opinions and then defending a guy so hard who says things about kids' buttholes, you're kind of weird, bro. Now, if you just shut your mouth about everybody, then I wouldn't have a problem. If you defended James Gunn but didn't call out all these other people, then I'd be like, all right, he's defending his friend. That's okay. But because you go so hard at people who have little opinions, but you defended your buddy so hard about wanting to tangle with little kids' boy asses, then you know something, Batista? I think you might be a creep. So I'm sorry, that's a little bizarre. All right, Hollywood. All right, so go molest some more kids like this country loves. Our country loves rounding up kids, and then everybody just pretends like they don't know about it. Anyway, whatever. I'm sorry. What are we talking about? Raw. All right, back to Raw.
Do we have to?
Yeah.
Yeah. So at first, you know, you have Slapjack, good old Shane Thorne tag in, and he was knocked around silly by Bobby Lashley. Lashley really roughed him up. I mean, slamming him around like it was nothing to it. And as I said before, the match was very sloppy.
Sloppy match and a mess of a match. You're right, though. Bobby Lashley, at least Bobby Lashley looks like he's
At least he looked good. Got the submission win, you know, over, who was it, T-Bar? that he made tap out.
Yeah,
I think it was
T-bar.
Yeah,
so that was
so everybody looked bad on the Retribution side there. You even had Mustafa Ali like doing the heel thing where he's backing up and trying to be like, no, don't hit me, and everybody's supposed to save him, but they took so long to get to it, it just made him look like a cowering moron. So even that was just poorly delivered. And then after the match, as much as I'm a big sucker for the Fiend, I do like Bray Wyatt a lot, admittedly so. This was, again, just really bad to have the Hurt Business stand on the outside. Obviously, they're not going to intervene, but they're going to watch. But now you're getting Retribution destroyed by one guy, just the Fiend. He's taking on everybody. So not even the numbers game matters. Yes, they just had a match, but there was, 5 of them?
Yeah.
They couldn't attempt to take down one guy?
Well, and they had
it was just...
What's her face jumped out of the ring right away too. Mia Yim. She was like, "Oh,
yeah,
I'm a girl,
she
I'm
was out of there.
Woman out of the ring, 4-on-4 men." But I would have had her jump out of the ring, then jump back in the ring with a chair, like something like that.
Exactly. Keep her around. Yeah. This just seems like Retribution is going to be a done deal soon. Maybe they'll just take the masks off of all of them. And
it feels to me like what they're going to be is that kind of like that mid-card threat or whatever that sort of like
just pop up.
Yeah, it seems like they've gone down to mid-card status. Like they're going to be the mid-card Retribution, where we sort of were used to seeing them in a main event or main story status. They're going to get dropped to this kind of like a joke, basically. At some point, Ali's going to be like, "Come on, guys, what the hell?" And they lose. Kind of like when in AEW, the Dark Order. Kind of when the Dark Order was losing a bunch as a group, like that.
Yeah, in the beginning, early on.
Exactly. Like this kind of reminds me of that when you were like, "Oh, the Dark Order," and then they lost a bunch, and you were like, "What are they doing?"
Yeah, what's the point? I mean, they're losing again now, so I mean, both teams are not doing great. But yeah, there's really no direction here for Retribution at all. And then fast forward about 2 hours later, Mustafa Ali does a little backstage explanation as to why he, was doing the things he's doing and saying that WWE is corrupt and they don't know how to make a buck with someone with his name. Okay, that was decent, but then he gets into the hacker storyline that they forgot about for months now. He said this sick place is infecting everyone with greed and corruption, and he promised that, their truth will be heard. This would have been good if they said this early on in the night and then didn't lose. After we saw them basically beaten, decimated, and destroyed, and then single-handedly embarrassed by the Fiend, this means nothing. This is all just hot air coming out of your mouth. We just saw you get your ass kicked. What are we supposed to believe here?
JJ just made a great point in the chat. He said Retribution is the new 3-man band, the 3MB. That's I don't think it's quite that bad yet, but I think it will kind of end up being.
They'll probably be booked the same, just not with the comedy.
And here's the other problem. Whenever they need to get out of something, then all of a sudden Retribution will be there to like do something. Like, we booked these 2 guys into this whatever the hell, and Retribution breaks it up, and then they just leave, or it goes nowhere. But it's at least they had them to utilize them for this thing. And unfortunately, that's stupid, man, because this should have been a hot thing. It should have
been one of the top story in all of WWE, and it could have been. It had potential. People were, you got millions and millions of views originally for like, who is this new faction? And during this match, they did it again. This is one of the things that I complain about with WWE, but they are so insecure and so scared to lose a viewer that they always throw in these stupid-ass cliffhanger moments. So halfway through this 8-man tag match, we see both teams having like a big standoff at ringside, and then the Fiend comes on the big screen, and then they cut the commercial. So you're like, oh, shit, the Fiend's coming out now? So why ruin that? Why? Oh, because they need people to stay tuned. And then when you come back, all of a sudden, all right, it's Dio Madden fighting with Shelton Benjamin. No Fiend, no nothing. Like, you're just like, so what was the point of show? Because they're afraid of losing viewers. So you got to be like, look what's coming up. Look what,
I mean, you know what, though? This time I'll give them some credit. It was kind of like, first of all, the first 20 minutes of the show were chaotic. It was like, the commercial breaks were crazy. 3.
Yeah.
3 times. They like legit 3 times. I don't know what you just did. Knock something over. I don't know. 3 times. 3 times they literally went to a commercial when it was like craziness was happening. Crazy stuff was going on.
They break right when the action starts happening. But I don't know why you would show the Fiend and even try and ruin the idea that he's coming back out, or fake that he's coming back out. What purpose does that serve at all?
Yeah.
When he does appear, you're just ruining the surprise of it, and then when he doesn't appear, you're just making people filled with false hope. So either way, you're screwing your audience.
Well, I mean, I think I get what they were doing. So it doesn't make sense, like you said. I mean, you're right. It's just they wanted to be like, oh, he'll appear like what's going on? Is he coming out? What's happening? Oh, we come back, he's not here, but then he does show up. So like that doesn't really bother me, but it's just like this
is just one example that I have for this moment, but they've done it for weeks now where I've said, they show something and then they did it with Retribution. They showed, Retribution they had during the Hurt Businesses match last week or the week before. And they show the Retribution sign, and all over the Thunderdome and on the Titantron. And then they come back from commercial and there's no Retribution and they're just back in their match. They always do this kind of like, oh, the Fiend's coming or, oh, Retribution's coming or because they don't want people to tune away. But then when you come back, there's nothing there.
Right. You're like, oh, what's going to happen?
False promise. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of show mirror smoke. I mean, it was like chaotic. I think I tweeted out, Raw has been on crack since it started because it was like, look at this commercial, look at this commercial, look at this commercial. And it's like, I appreciate though that it's not like a match starts and then in the middle there's a commercial and then there's another commercial. I hate those the most. Like that's the worst when they break up like I don't know, but this was. So I appreciate that this was at least chaotic because I was like, what the hell's going on? So they were kind of like holding interest by teasing and then not delivering, but then delivering it. So it was like tease, not deliver, tease, not deliver. Like that's what they did. So they did deliver it eventually. So anyway, I appreciate that it was chaotic though because chaotic is at least better than the slow and then the commercial and then the match is 40 minutes long. So... Like I appreciate that, but it was so on crack that it made no sense. It was all done just like you said. The only reason it was done was to try to hold viewers past that first like 20, 30 minutes or something. Almost like they thought, hey, if we keep them that long, they'll be invested to watch longer and we won't lose viewership this week or something like that. So I think they tried to entertain you enough to keep you there, but they don't know what they're doing. So to me, I feel like we're watching. This is like Raw 1994, 1995. And Raw was better then, so I don't know. Maybe Raw 95. I guess Raw 95 was the worst, maybe. What was the worst year ever for Monday Night Raw? Probably 95.
95 has to be the worst.
I mean, besides Bret Hart and stuff, like, it was just bad. Like, it was... And he left a lot.
Yeah, there was nothing redeemable.
Yeah, he left a lot for 95, I feel like. So, yeah, it was bad. Like, before 95 was the 1, 2, 3 Kid Razor thing in 93, 94. That stuff was always okay. Like, so 95 got to be the worst. This is 1995. Like, it's on that level. If 1995 was 3 hours, I feel like we'd be given the same type of reviews. Like, kind of like, what are they doing? Like, what's this?
Probably. More than likely.
But the wrestling
they had enough to make for 3 hours at that point in time.
The wrestling felt more fun though, or not fun, but some of the wrestling then felt more realistic or interesting.
It wasn't as stale because we're so overly saturated at this point in time with wrestling. So even if it was crap product, overall a lot of things were childish and that silly character driven model that Vince had that wasn't working. Okay, if you want to have all that, that's fine. But main issue is. It's just, there was hardly a great deal of competition for wrestling. So you kind of had that or WCW at that point. And, so it just made it so, there wasn't as much to tune into elsewhere.
I'm telling you, man, go watch Monday Night Raw from 1995. I just typed it in on YouTube just to see kind of what would come up. And it's Diesel and the British Bulldog versus Men on a Mission. That type of level. But at least then the good guys and the bad guys were facing off and the good guys were working the room and Cornette was there and there was like some but if you watch it, I'm telling you, man, if anybody who has the WWE Network has time on your hands and you want to try to figure out how bad shit is now, I'm telling you that in my opinion the worst year ever of Raw was probably 1995. So what I want you to do is I want you to watch 1995 Raw. And then I want you to think about how Raw is now. And I want you to honestly say, like, what do you think is worse? Do you think that was better than this? And, I honestly think that it's possible. And I know that some things nowadays are more exciting. There are some things about it now that are more exciting, but I don't know, man. Part of me almost thinks that the 95 show beats this. I really think I might believe that. I don't know yet, though. I have to think about it. I might start watching Monday Night Raw from 1995, from this day forward. Or maybe I should wait till January or something. And then, like, watch every week, like, and compare it. Here's the first week in 2021. Here's the first week in 1995. What was better? And try to figure out if it's better. Or just start now. I'll just start now. And I'll go, like, here's January 6th of 1995. And I'm going to
This list states that the worst is Raw from 2018. That was the worst year for Raw.
Really?
Yeah, followed by, it says Monday Night Raw in 2018 was dismal. Brock Lesnar was champion, but barely there. WWE was trying too hard to make Ronda Rousey seem cool, and there was too much Baron Corbin on television. Highlights like Dean Ambrose upsetting heel turn devolved into him telling crowds how bad they smelled. And the end of the year, Raw got the lowest ratings of all time. So,
well, but it's
95 comparatively speaking would be.
I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, this to me nowadays, this is worse like than 2018. So I think every year is worse. So I don't know how 2018 is going to beat 2020. And now you have no
95, all you had was what? Diesel and who else? Brett, and that was kind of it. And Diesel wasn't on top the whole year, so, and that just wasn't working.
And at least Jerry Lawler was doing like the real heel stuff, and Jim Cornette.
Isaac Yankem and
Jim Cornette was doing heel stuff, and Vince McMahon was on commentary. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just nostalgia, though, for me. But, like, if we go back and watch it now, I'm not so sure, man. It's going to be close. I mean, this stuff now is really bad. Raw right now is really bad. Maybe I'm crazy, but I don't think so.
Super Chat Party.
It's Spaz Phoenix.
This show was but abortion out of 10. Cheap plug. New movie review goes live tomorrow night at 9. At least it's not Raw.
9 p.m. tomorrow night. Spaz Phoenix on YouTube.
There we go.
And what else is there? Spaz, thank you, man. Well, Hakushi was great in 1995. I liked Hakushi. But good God. Savio Vega versus Owen Hart. I mean, I'm trying to look at some of the stuff going on Raw, and, at least the wrestling was fun to me. Like you had Razor Ramon, Yokozuna. You had Jim Cornette, Savio Vega, Owen Hart.
Things in that day I felt like were sometimes silly, and you were like, oh, this is corny. Maybe this isn't for me. But it wasn't frustrating.
Yeah.
What if
it's turkey time!
Yeah.
The chat got wet.
They filleted us? What if they killed us and ate our children? What if the turkeys ate us? What if they filleted us? If the turkeys ate us, if they had to hate us. Thanksgiving was a little bit different. Instead, the turkeys ate us. They gobbled us apart. But first they'd eat our nuts, and then they'd eat our bud. The turkeys ate us. What if the turkeys ate us? What if the turkeys ate us? What if they ate our fucking nuts? What if the turkeys ate us instead of mashed potatoes? Instead the turkeys ate us.
Here lies Retribution. Buried and dead within a month of their main roster debut. The Fiend beating them one by one was fucking historical. 1/10 I like the Monday Night Raw. Zany face, zany face, zany face. Also never knew the guy, but
rest in peace to Chance. Yeah, we're gonna talk about him. I didn't. I talked to him here or there. I looked at our DMs and saw some of our DMs. There weren't a lot because I have a new account, and I think I talked to him more on my old account. But I've had so many accounts deleted. But yeah, man, that's really sad. I didn't know
Yeah, it was so heartbreaking to hear and find out days later. I mean, poor guy. He was always so nice and kind-hearted and just really sincere.
At first, I didn't recognize him because his profile picture was different or something. But once I saw his name was then I was like, oh, I know who that is by his name. But
and especially leaving, his child and wife behind. It's so sad.
That's the worst thing is his family, man. So
his mother just passed away in July, I think it was. And then he passes away now in October. So his poor father just lost his wife. Now he loses his son. It's terrible.
I don't know. That's crazy. I don't know why he died. I didn't talk to anybody about it.
He had medical issues for years and was dealing with it pretty hard back then. Him and I used to talk, both dealing with medical stuff, and it breaks my heart. So
yeah, that was awful. I don't know, man. I'm just sorry to his family and everybody else. A lot of people knew the guy around in all the chats. He would talk to a lot of people. He was just really friendly. And I got used to seeing him around on Twitter, and so it just sucks. I didn't know him as well as some other people, but yeah, just awful, man. Just really sad, bro. But Chance we watched a lot of stuff, and he watched these shows, and he was always nice. So that sucks, man. And rest in peace. And I'm so sorry to his family because I don't know what to do. Maybe they're doing something for him. We'll figure it out. We'll talk to people. But just awful to hear someone passed away. And this ain't gonna help some of you guys out there with medical problems because you watch Raw tonight. Now I know I spelled awesome wrong, but I think you guys decided not to vote for awesome anyway. So did not watch leads the poll, which is really kind of weird. But
that usually it's not that large of a outcome for did not watch. So almost 50% of your audience not watching. That's scary.
That is a little bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, people are just. I mean, look what they advertised tonight, though. Going into it, everything was just, rematches and repeats. What reason do you have? Season premiere, you're supposed to tune in and be like, oh wow, new stuff, new feuds. They just had the draft. We should be seeing at least new things starting, or at least starting to, act like they give a damn. But nope, nothing. None of it makes sense. It's just all over the place.
Yeah, it was terrible. Yo, Casey, what's up, man? What'd you think?
I actually, you're gonna think I'm on drugs, but I actually liked it tonight.
Jesus.
For once.
For once? Didn't you like it the last time you called too?
I thought so.
I probably would give this probably a 6.5 out of 10.
Wow.
Because I mean,
what did you like about it? That's what I want to know.
What did you like about it? Yeah, please tell me.
AJ Styles and Matt Riddle's match was good.
That was a solid match.
That was pretty good.
My problem with it is that we've seen it, several times on SmackDown, and I was really hoping for something different here, but
it was very short.
It was very short. It was good.
Well, the problem for me. Right now, Dish is having a dispute with Fox, so for the last 2 months, I was not able to watch SmackDown.
Oh, you should let me know. I can send you links on the computer. You can watch it.
If I cared that much.
Well, there you go. That's true too. If you want to, there you go. But yeah, I don't. It's not like you're missing that much. But so at least to you, it was fresh. So I can understand why you enjoyed that. If you hadn't seen that match before, and with Jordan being added there, I mean, he's 7'3", I believe. That guy is massive. He is very, very, very intimidating looking. And I mean, this could be their chance to do the big guy right. They won't, but yeah, he's 7'3", a Nigerian professional basketball player that then came here to, become a wrestler, obviously, after not continuing with basketball. But that's nuts. He's so just intimidating looking. I mean, that's really what I can say. He's so large and so he has that stature.
Well, that's it, Casey. I'm sending you my helmet. I'm going to send you my helmet, Casey, after that rating.
How tall is that guy? He's like...
I think 7'3". I think 7'3". That's what it says.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, 7'3". So
Jesus. That's crazy. I thought it was like 6'9" or 7". I didn't know he was...
no.
The way he towers over AJ, I was like, he's got to be 7 foot.
Oh, yeah.
AJ's my height.
He's got to be well over taller than Undertaker and definitely Big Show.
Yeah, this guy's like Giant Gonzalez type of size.
Oh yeah.
Except for he looks like he can probably move a little bit better, right?
Yeah, I mean he's only 26. He's young. He's got a whole career in front of him, and from what I've seen online beforehand too, he moves very well. So he's not like that creaky, weak in the knee, tall guy that you usually tend to see.
Hello, this is the great Kari.
Exactly.
I poo poo pee pee.
I know it's not everyone's thing, but I like the Fiend and Bliss. It's the only decent thing on this show, though.
I agree, Spaz. I think it's probably one of the only things that's semi-interesting. I'm just kind of like, I kind of don't care about it either. The only thing I can think is it looks cool. It looks kind of cool when I see it, but I'm not that into it. So, but it's definitely the best thing. It's or one of the best, probably the best thing. Yeah, I don't think there's anything better than that. Yeah, Alexa Bliss and the Fiend. That's pretty cool, I guess. I'm not into it that much, but I know it's the best thing. It's the right. I would do it. Yeah.
It's her.
Yeah, I'd have him, fornicating with her, though. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think that it's all right, but I hope that they do things that matter, or there's like a direction here. Why are they beating up Retribution? Probably because Retribution came out and interrupted them, I guess, at the beginning.
What else we got?
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it. Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Robbie.
Yeah, tonight sucked. Keith Lee just keeps getting worse.
Yeah.
I thought the theme song would maybe grow on me, but it's just bad. The sound quality of the song itself just sucks. No bass. At least we had another RIP Rambling Rabbit, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just done with it. Robbie Hyde, thank you, man. By the way, looking good on the baseball channel. It's growing like crazy. And, Keith Lee's a mess. He looks stupid in his little singlet thing. Music sucks.
Can't anybody ever lose anymore without being buried? Lee been on main roster almost 3 months, so he can't lose without being buried.
I think he's buried, but not for the reason. He's not buried, but it's like his
stock has plummeted.
Yeah,
when he came in, he was way up there. Everyone he went for the WWE title, and he seemed believable. You're like, he could actually win the title from Drew, and I could see that happening. The way he
No, the problem is they did that. They should have never done that. That's the problem.
No, they shouldn't have. But what I'm saying is, when he came in, he was believable because of what he got done in NXT. You were like, holy crap, here comes Keith Lee. This is going to be great. And then he had 5 or 6 matches that ended in DQ immediately. He got one win over Orton and hasn't won since. He's just losing left and right. It's awful.
They should have gave him Dolph Ziggler for 3 matches, and he should have beat Dolph Ziggler in all 3 matches. Or maybe Dolph cheats in the 3rd match, so they have a 4th match and he beats him. That would have been better. That would have been annoying because you would have been like, not Dolph again. But at least Dolph can sell for him, and they have like a chemistry. They can do something. He beats him on Raw, and then Dolph says, F you, I'll challenge you at the pay-per-view. And then Keith's like, all right.
Yeah, they had a new toy with him though, Joe. They were like, "Oh, we got Keith Lee. This is going to be great." And then they had him beat Orton, and they're like, "Wait, shit, Orton's still going to go after the title, so we got to make Orton look strong. We can't have Keith Lee beating him yet. So we'll figure out Keith Lee later." And they just put him to the side and had him keep losing, and because they had given him momentum at first when he first debuted, it was a big deal, at least on the Raw side of things.
But the problem was
pissed about all the changes, but
the problem was when he won his matches coming in new, he looked like a goof. So so when he won, you were looking at him like, what the hell is he wearing and what's this stuff? And then he wins and you're like, all right. And then when he kind of looks a little better and whatever, now he loses and you're just like, all right. And it's like, dude, they really know how to bury people. Remember when what's his name? Chad Gable. Remember when Chad Gable went on a tear in the King of the Ring and the crowd started buzzing and the momentum was coming, and then they just shit on him at the very end, and it was like, well, you had something. Corbin. You should have called an audible. You should have called an audible and said, this guy's catching fire right now. Make him win the King of the Ring and then let him go. Let's see what happens. Instead, they're like, nope, we got to do the Baron Corbin thing. It was like, and I know that was the plan, and obviously it kind of worked in a way because Baron Corbin's little King Corbin thing worked out, but it was whatever. It sort of worked out. But
everything Baron Corbin accomplished, he could have done without that gimmick, and that would have really helped Gable.
He could have just actually, said he was the king and just been like, I'm the king, even though he didn't win, and then just became this king character because he didn't win, calling himself the king and like, you'll call me a king, and the guy's like, dude, you didn't win. You didn't win the King of the Ring. First of all, it's the old cliche of now you're going to call yourself a king when you win the King of the Ring. That's lame. So many guys did that, and most of them, it just didn't work out for them. It's really stupid, dude. Don't do it. And here's the thing. You didn't win the King of the Ring. Silence, you idiot! And that'd been hilarious. And then you would have had Gable with all the momentum, and he's the real King of the Ring. And then Corbin doing that bullshit. And then you could have had Gable and Corbin wrestle to see who the real King of the Ring is, I guess, even though Gable won it, so it doesn't matter. And then maybe Corbin's like, I have the scepter and everything, and so then Gable beats him, and then he finally gets to put the scepter and everything on. I don't know, but they figured Corbin winning as a heel, running with that gimmick, was more important than the short-lived whatever was going to happen with Gable. And they figured, they'll still chant for Gable if he loses, so it's okay. And which maybe they were right. They might have been right, but it does feel like, man, you know what? I think the crowd, I almost would have rather the short-term pop for Gable, and then that might have gone a long way for him later, as opposed to just cutting that down. And then after that, it was what they did after that, too, that was worse. It was, okay, so he lost, but the crowd had got behind him. Now he can go out and win some more, and the crowd may stay with him. But instead, it was he's an idiot getting beat up in the back every second. And they treated him like a moron. So that was the real problem. Not necessarily that he lost or won the King of the Ring, but what they did with him. It's like, look at Austin. People started falling in love with Steve Austin in the King of the Ring that night. That crowd got more hyped. You remember, everybody my age and our age remembers this. I was watching that night. I wasn't a Stone Cold fan, really. I was watching, and what happened was I started liking him in the tournament. I was like, wow, this guy's crazy. And I normally don't like this. This guy's a bad guy. I don't normally like him. And that was the performance. Like, I started cheering for him, and then at the very end, I changed my mind. And I started cheering for Jake Roberts. Because I just like Jake the Snake. I always like Jake the Snake. So I was in Stone Cold's corner on his side, and then he beat Jake Roberts, and I went, oh, damn. But then I was kind of like, I don't know what to think now, because this guy, wow, as a kid, I thought, how old was I? 13? I was like, what a performance. This guy's a badass, kind of. And I wasn't saying that to myself, but it was happening in my mind, and I didn't know it. And then when he got to the microphone and he cut that promo, I was like, holy crap, I've never heard, I didn't say it or think it, but there was something in my mind thinking that, being attracted to this guy. Not sexually, but, attracted to this Steve Austin
guy. Yeah, you're
guy.
drawn to them.
Yeah, you're
Absolutely.
like, this guy is what is he doing? This is kind of cool, I think. I'm not supposed to like this, though. I even think I thought that, I'm not supposed to like this. What the hell's going on? It was like I was cheating on my wife with, a hermaphrodite or something. It was weird. So that I feel like Gable maybe didn't have that, but he had something like that going to where Daniel Bryan people started cheering for, Kofi Kingston. All of a sudden, people decided, let's cheer for Kofi Kingston. Well, people decided in that tournament they wanted to cheer for Chad Gable, and then they just crapped on the whole thing.
Oh yeah,
I ranted for a long time there.
No, but it's true.
Did you guys notice that Corbin's going to be a 2-year King of the Ring now? I mean, he's held that title for that long now.
Yeah, because they haven't done another tournament since. So.
Yeah, but I mean, didn't somebody win it and then they didn't have one for 6 years, not that long ago?
Yeah, so it's not the strangest thing for them to not have King of the Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the guy's still being called King Corbin.
Oh, I get you. Yeah, usually the other King gimmicks die out within a year's time.
Yeah, I
got you.
Yeah.
But, Macho King was Macho King for 6 to 8 months.
Yeah, typically it goes a little less than a year for those King gimmicks. King Booker, all that kind of stuff.
Oh my God!
Mr. Ass, but his reign was short.
Booker. How long did Booker do the King Booker? 8 months?
About that, I think.
A year.
I think until he left for TNA.
But yeah, but then you had even King Haku, and then you had Jerry the King Lawler did it for fucking his whole career. There's been other people that have been king this or that for whatever, which is lame, right? Because you're not a king at all. But okay. But on a face it's kind of lame. Give it a hell yeah! They give it up right away.
Draw 1. 5/10 the abrupt ending was bullshit.
Whoa.
Are Dan and I wrong to think it's silly Xavier can call Seamus Ashias? Maybe it's not about his skin color. It sounds sore, but I'm just calling out potential hypocrisy. Love the Fiend/Blip.
Yeah, it's interesting. You can say whatever you want again about the white people, but no, but I mean, I don't know. Vince said the N-word once. Vince said the N-word. So I mean, what are you gonna do? DanH&Cora, thank you for the $5 or $3.16 rather. And
What else we got? Oh,
A little bit of the bubbly.
that's it.
I'm down
Want
for
some
all
bubbly?
insults.
Look at this
Bring
stuff.
everything.
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
The king has arrived. Just stopping by to say hi to Joe, Jake and chat. Shout out to the Girdles.
Shout out to the Girdles and shout out to Bry Guy. Speaking of kings, he is the king of the wheel from Monetize This the other night, Friday night. Bry Guy, baby. He picked it up in a crazy win on Monetize This. It was a lot of fun. And Bry Guy.
Yeah. Crazy ending to the show, too. Last hour.
Oh, yeah. Well, we were hammered. Yeah, I was loaded.
You just got more and more rambunctious.
It was. I think Drew was really prodding me, or something. It was weird.
Drew was just over emotional, poor guy. Couldn't keep the tears away.
He doesn't know. I would have helped him in school. I would have been his. I would have protected him against the bullies in school back in the day. It would have been a lot of fun. Yo, Jet718. Oh, Jet. He said tonight's show was raw tarded, El Gran Gordo. And yo, that is. By the way, I got to shout this out, bro. 25 months. He just subscribed again using his Amazon Prime, I believe, to my Twitch account, that's crazy. Over 2 years.
Wow, that's awesome.
Every month he remembers to subscribe and gives me $3. Thank you, Jet. Nice of you, bro. Lots of stuff going up on the Patreon, too. My Meant to Offend podcast was wild. So if you didn't hear that, go to Patreon and download it.
Super Chat. PTSS to Jake. Longest reign out of nowhere champion.
That's
goon.
right. Still got nowhere, champ.
Hey, have you cut a hole in that belt yet and fucked it?
Not yet.
I can't wait.
I need
What
to,
else we
though.
got?
It's going to happen.
A little bit of the bubbly.
You should choco kayfabe to death with it.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Here's the previous king,
To
Randy.
all the Filipinos I may have offended, fuck you filthy pedos. Joe, I was watching the clip where you called Tommy Slob 75. I was dying. We all know that filthy cheating hoe Monaco is the real Slob 69. Joe, I bought the Cronin Club shirt. I'm excited.
Oh, nice, Randy Viper. Enjoy the Cronin Club shirt. Thank you, man, for purchasing that. You are the. I've only sold 3 T-shirts this month, so that must have been one of those. Must have been you, Randy Viper. Thank you, man. Slob75. I don't even know where to find that video. How did
What
you
else we
find
got?
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it. Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Fuck everyone calling AJ a racist. I hope they all get eaten by lions.
it? Hail metal forever. Yeah, the people that are calling him a racist are mostly white people. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah, I mean, so it's stupid people. Maybe, I don't know, unless something comes out that he did something, but right now it's kind of like that don't make sense to me, but maybe he did something, but I don't not
Do you think having that big tall guy behind him is a play to like he's not racist?
That's what I said.
Joe, my friend Daniel wants to know, who do you think has the biggest dick in the hurt business?
Ooh,
Well,
good question.
We got Shelton Benjamin, Musso 77. Go fuck yourself. Actually, I'm not answering.
Cedric Alexander.
No, I don't think it's Cedric. I've taken a look down there.
Shelton Benjamin.
It's either
MVP,
Shelton.
and then Bobby Lashley.
Okay, it's
gotta be Bobby Lashley.
It's either.
Lana said it was huge, so
I think it's Shelton or MVP. Serious.
serious.
Dead
I'm gonna go
serious.
with Bobby Lashley.
I'm gonna go MVP, and it's kind of like a surprise.
Problem with Bobby Lashley is it's going to look small comparatively because
That's what I mean,
legs
yeah.
are so muscular, but
That's true.
it'll be the biggest.
It might be Bobby. Maybe Bob. Oh, it was CM Punk who said AJ was racist. That's right. CM Punk called AJ racist.
Yeah, he started all this nonsense, and people just jumped on it.
That's right. So, yeah, it was CM Punk. That's right. So it was definitely CM Punk. And even though CM Punk called someone, a homo and...
oh, yeah.
Fag,
I remember that.
you fag homo. That's what CM Punk said to a guy in the crowd. So, and by the way, there's nothing...
At least I don't have a vagina.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, listen. So if CM Punk is trying to be like, oh, you know, because he's a... whatever, he's a racist. Well, I mean, you're gonna get called a homophobe then, stupid. So, and listen, I don't think anybody's anything. So, I mean, but you know what though? I get the vibe that if I did play around with CM Punk, I was hanging out with him and I like rubbed his back and was like, "Yeah, baby, what's up?" And we were just messing around, like, "What's up, baby doll?" I think he's the type of guy that would be like, "Get the fuck away!" Like, I don't think he would like that.
No, he can't joke around. I don't
so
think
to me, maybe he's gay or bisexual. CM Punk, and he's angry about
he's hiding it.
Yes, and he's mad.
Or he just really is that much of a homophobe,
or he's a homophobe. I don't know. But listen, I don't give a shit what anybody says. I love talking trash and saying bad words and things like that. So I don't care about who. I know I hate everybody equally. Okay, I don't care what you are. But for CM Punk to be like, oh, I did all this crazy stuff, but now I'm gonna be like, yo, you're a racist, AJ Styles. Yeah, then why is he hanging out with the New Day? Oh, he's got black friends. That's a defense. Yeah, no. Well, the New Day wouldn't be hanging out with somebody who's racist. I'm sorry. So it's not. It's not about. Oh, I've got black friends. It's about the New Day.
Who they surround themselves with.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
They wouldn't hang out with him. And I mean, I don't know what CM Punk knows that we don't know. But you know what, CM Punk
saying that he's Southern. You know, he was going with the Southern motif. That was his.
Yeah. And listen, I get it. I have fun joking about Southern people. You know, sometimes I joke about Southern people. I'll be like, "Oh yeah, put a hood on your head," but it's like, but Southern people aren't all like that at all. Like, so that's not fair to them. Like real.
Yeah, but
Southern
you also make it clear, or at least people can assume when you're joking. Punk came out and he was doing this intentionally to really disparage AJ. So
yeah,
I don't get it. I don't.
See, I don't. Honestly, I don't know how he would have that information. They had not worked in the same company since CM Punk was in TNA. So I'm like, how would he have any of this information on AJ Styles being racist?
Well, I think he's doing honestly what if he really believes that because of something he saw, whatever. Yeah. I guess there's nothing you can do about that. I guess he's being honest, but to me, he's being dangerous and slanderous, like to do something like that. And I mean, honestly, if I was AJ Styles, I would actually hunt down CM Punk. Like if I was AJ Styles, I'd be like, you know what, bro, you want to say that? I'm gonna be at the next Chicago Blackhawks game, bro. We're gonna find out who the racist is. We're gonna find out who leaves in a fucking hospital in a goddamn ambulance. All right. Because like, dude, you're my wrestling peer and you're saying this weird, like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know, dude. I think that's a mess what CM Punk did.
What else we got? Oh, a little bit of the
go back to the UFC and get the fuck beat out of you, you fucking idiot, you spoiled rich piece of shit.
A little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
Joe, the only kid fuckers I know are Bullfrog, who goes raw in his niece, and Casey that raw dogs raw me eye horses, or Tommy that secretly screwed Crystal, who is actually his cousin, cancel hillbilly incest.
Oh my god, what?
Hello, folks. Oh, you freaking...
I slay bitches every day.
Every day. He can do he does Cardi B. Yeah, he does Cardi B, bro. Every day.
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh,
a
little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
The only kid fuckers I know are Bullfrog, who went raw in his niece, and Casey, who raw dogged a baby mini horses, or Tommy, who fucked Crystal but is actually his cousin, cancel hillbilly incest.
Jesus, that was horrible to hear the first time. We actually had to hear it play a second time. Shout out to Awandi in the chat. What's up, Awandi? Let's hear it again.
I slay bitches every day. I slay bitches every day. I slay bitches every day. Send my greasy ass.
In Philly, pretty. This whole city, we're gritty. Yo, we might eat our own shitty. Yeah.
Ocho. Mucho dinero.
We're gritty, it's getting off our motherfucking own feces. In Philly, we're gritty. In Philly, we're gritty. In Soul City, we'll eat our own shitty. In Philly, that's why our mascot looks like a...
Raw 95 was the worst I've ever seen. Man Mountain Rock Isaac Yakum Man tore the goon. Worst WrestleMania ever. WrestleMania 11.
Yep.
Dean Douglas HBK at the height of being a backstage problem. Mabel injuring Taker and Diesel.
Malibu Al. I pretty much agree with you on all of that. Oh shit, we shouldn't have said that about Casey. He's a protected class. Did you know that? Wow, Drew. That's a great point, Drew. By the way, isn't that the worst? Malibu Al, thanks for the $8, man. Thank you. Isn't that the worst thing ever, the statement of protected class? What the hell does that mean? Other people aren't protected? Why are some people protected and not other people? Malibu Al, thank you very much for that donation, man. So appreciative. If you guys really want to hear me go off and be a psychopath, please go listen to Meant to Offend podcast. I launched it on a separate name on iTunes, Spotify, and Anchor. It's anchor.fm/offend. Meant to Offend podcast. It's up on iTunes and Spotify. There are 3 or 4 episodes up there for free. Full episodes and bonus episodes are going to be available for download on Patreon as well. All of them downloadable on Patreon. So please check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. And I want to say thanks to the people that signed up on Patreon. We had 10 people sign up this week in total. So thanks to the people that jumped up there. A lot of salty stuff and fresh stuff and wet stuff and hard stuff on Patreon. Thanks to Jacob for returning to the Patreon, Jake Roberts, and of course everybody else, Michael Pellegrino, Jamie Morgan up to the $2 spot, and Maxwell75 and Blaze 000410. What the fuck with that name? But thank you for being a patron. Thanks, man, for signing up on Patreon and checking out the bonus episodes of Meant to Offend. And you guys can listen for free to the first 4 episodes on Spotify, iTunes, and clips of Meant to Offend will be up there for free as well. But bonus episodes and longer episodes will be available on Patreon. Oh, my God. Is that you, Casey?
What? You actually heard that?
Yeah, you just shit yourself.
Oh, my God. I'm shocked you heard that.
Unbelievable. You're a... Why would... Of course I heard it. Everybody heard it. Oh, my God. What do you do?
I fart all the time when on these shows, and that's like the first time anyone caught it.
What do you, I mean, what are you, Tommy? What are you cleaning out your system?
No, I'm just like, hey, I got a fart, and then just let it go.
You're Tommy, bro.
Why not?
Oh, cleaning up my system there.
And by the way,
did I just say that too?
No, he did. No, he said that. You dumbass. You fucking protected
Casey,
class idiot.
You put words in your mouth and make you believe it.
I got a helmet for you. I'm going to send it to you. No, but I mean, for the people that never knew this, Tommy made an Instagram. He starts the Instagram video, goes, "Hey everybody," and then he goes, "Oh, I'm just cleaning out my system." Anyway, and like that's a recorded video.
He posted it. Yeah.
And then he posted it. Why didn't you go, "Oh, that's gross. Let me start again," instead of starting again?
I just shit my pants. Let me go ahead and come on.
I mean, listen to that again. This is literally how his Instagram video started, and he decided to upload it. Listen to this.
Oh, cleaning up my system there.
Oh, God.
What the hell is wrong with you, dude? Oh, I'm cleaning up my system there. What? I mean, that will never not be funny. I think that was a year and a half ago now. It's almost...
What else we got?
Yeah, around there.
Oh,
so good.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Too
That's
sweet.
Look at this stuff. Oh,
too sweet.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
Raw was more tolerable for me tonight. Liked the opening with Bliss and Bray. Liked AJ and El Jordan the Giant. Elias was cool and different. Main event disappointed at end. Now it's 420 time. Too sweet, J.
Smoke up, too sweet. Thank you, bro. I'm glad you liked it better, man. I feel good for the people who liked it because I just wish I hated it. And by the way, Elias, songs are all right. Sounded like a Christian rock band, but the lip syncing was too much. I mean, if you know you're lip syncing, get up on the mic like, humma, and then like hide the mic and then a couple times like show your mouth. But like, dude, don't walk away from the mic and do this while singing. the continuity goes away.
Yeah.
It looks fucking horrible. It's like you're not singing. Now I'm thinking about that. Get up on the mic and pretend you're singing, dude. It's like, and he was even lip syncing it kind of the right way. He was pretty good with it. But the problem was, there's two ways to lip sync. Number one is make sure you're lip syncing, like you're lipping the moves the right way. Number two, make sure you're in the microphone at the right points. But to be like, no, I can see that you're not near the microphone. There's no change in there's no change in volume and tone. So even though you're lip syncing, you might as well not be, because you just gave away that you're not actually singing. At least try to pretend that you're singing. That was fucking horrible to me. I'm sorry. I thought Jeff Jarrett was better. Like, I'm trying to, like, with My Baby Tonight, I mean, really, Baby Tonight, let me see if he was doing it. I mean, if this must be Bruce Pritchard's fault. I mean, I'm thinking, I guess, when they did the live performance, right? Because the music video is a music video, whatever. But when they did With My Baby Tonight live, you know, you could tell Jeff Jarrett was lip syncing. Like, it was not good. But I think this might have been, I don't know if this was worse. I actually can't find it. I don't see it. All I can find is him doing that karaoke version of it recently at WrestleMania. But I wish I could find the With My Baby Tonight live from Raw, because when you watch that, you're like, Jesus. It's not, but I feel like that was better.
Yeah.
They don't have it up on YouTube. I guess maybe, hopefully it's on, is it on the network maybe? I don't know.
It'd probably be harder to find it on the network, though.
Well, it's not on YouTube.
They probably had it taken down.
Jarrett.
I'm not shocked.
Wasn't it live on Raw or something?
Yeah, I know he did it on Raw.
It was probably 1995, actually, or 1994, 1990. It's 94, 95. Probably, it might have been 94. Anyway, the bottom line is, I think this might have been worse because Elias was stepping so far away from the microphone.
I thought Elias had a headset all the times when he does his singing and.
Yeah, usually he does, which he should have had tonight.
Should have had that, because that would have. Yeah, your mind wouldn't have broke continuity then. And if he was off a few times, your mind would be like, whatever. Like, but because he was stepping away from the microphone like he was, it was like.
Yeah, you shouldn't hear
yikes.
Noise still. That becomes a problem.
Yeah, that's what threw it off. I mean, that's really what it is. That's what it comes down to. So, listen.
What did you think of the Asuka match, Casey, against Lana?
Oh, you know what? I actually fell asleep during that part.
Oh,
perfect.
Wow. But you thought it was such a good show.
That's why you gave Raw a 7, because you were sleeping. You were dreaming about a better Raw, Casey.
That's going to get him hung up on. That's it. He fucking fell asleep during the show and gave it a fucking 7.
We had to stay up and suffer through all of this, and he's in La La Land dreaming.
Casey, go fuck yourself, dude. What the fuck, bro? I think it's a 7, but I fell asleep during it. It was that great. What the fuck, dude?
I took a nap.
You just, like, oh my, I want to choke him. I don't care. I don't care if he's a protected class. I want to choke him. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit. I'm getting angry.
What pissed me off is that Lana she tapped out. Asuka didn't even have the Asuka lock locked in.
Right. Well,
they rolled into a pin attempt, and then she couldn't even get her hand around her throat yet, and she already tapped out.
But
like,
you know what?
All right.
But Lana sucks, so that makes sense. I don't.
The whole match, 2 minutes of it was a disaster. But you're hearing over the weekend that they want to push Lana.
Push her off a cliff.
They want to, off a cliff. They want to make her this big face now, and we're going to see her be this, big pushed face character because people feel sympathetic to everything that happened to her so far, being put through tables, and obviously the breakup of her tag team with Natalya. So they wanted to, but when the director told us to boo her, so clearly they're still positioning her as the bad guy. She's still a heel, and then she went through a table for the 5th time. And you notice that they didn't take the monitor out of the middle of the table, so that looked like it hurt. But not a great landing from Nia to Lana there.
I'm sorry, I'm watching the video you just sent me.
Yeah.
Is he wearing Dusty Rhodes' polka dots?
That's what it looks like.
Is he wearing Tommy Dreamer's polka dots? I think he's wearing I think he's wearing Tommy Dreamer's polka dots.
It looks like that. WWE AEW 316 sent us that first, and I was laughing in the background.
Oh my god! I mean, he looks like he's wearing Tommy Dreamer's polka dots.
Yeah, that or Dusty's. Yeah.
Let's take a look at that. Everybody deserves to see it. This is about this is about how he goes.
Braun Strowman. Woo! Woo! Braun Strowman.
All 5'4" of them fell over.
Strowman.
He tipped over just a whoop.
Yeah, see, look, he looks like he's wearing fucking the Tommy Dreamer polka dots for Dusty.
Could be Batman.
I don't know, bro.
It looks more like the polka dots, but
he's wearing a Batman shirt.
Yeah, I didn't know if they matched. That's what I was curious of.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. If he
matching pajamas?
If he's wearing matching PJs, if he's wearing matching PJs while sitting on a $300 gaming chair. Jesus Christ. No wonder he has problem with women.
Shit bomb.
Good Lord.
Motherfucking Vince McMahon has buried Mustafa Ali and Retribution. The Fiend buried every single member of Retribution. Good thing I am not watching SmackDown on Friday. I am supporting my Los Angeles Dodgers who are in the World Series. #Dodger.
The Dodgers 2020, shout out to our buddy and former king, Luis Antonio Alejandro. And thank you for becoming a $5 shit bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got the cinco down pat, man. Yo, Luis Antonio Alejandro, thank you, man. Hope your Dodgers win. Go Dodgers.
Party.
I hate the Tampa Bay because I'm a Red Sox fan.
Slob 75 on Out of Nowhere Best Moments by TSS.
Oh, I'll check it out. Randy
That's where it
Viper. We'll find it. Randy Viper, thank you for coming in with the New Zealand $2, man. Much appreciated, bro. Podcasting in your pajamas. I mean, listen, I'm not going to crap on it. I've had boxers on before. If I had fallen out of a chair, you know, like that, which can't happen in here because I got the backdrop. I mean, my dick might have popped out of the dick hole in my boxers. So, you know what I mean? I mean, that could have happened, you know?
Yeah, that would be a sight to see.
Boo Lewis, the SJW lib, says Bam in the chat. Well, him and Leah agree on a lot of things, which scares me for Leah, but I enjoy Antonio Alejandro. Alejandro, I love you, brother. I don't care what you are. I don't care who you're voting for. I love you all. The Rose Gaming. What's up, Joe and Jake? I'm here to suck your nuts because a certain pain in my ass says I really enjoy it. F him, F Raw. What does that mean? What is he talking about?
All the yes men, you know?
What do you
got to band together?
I get it. Oh, I think I get it. The Rose Gaming. Thank you, man. It's good to hear from you, brother. You know I love you, and I heard someone was talking about you recently, not that, like, something funny you did or something like that. I don't remember what it was now, though. So.
Well, he also has his charity gaming stream coming up in 2 weeks himself. So he's doing it for, you know, like I do, where you raise money for the children's fund. So it's a great thing. He's doing it with Extra Life as well.
He's got a good Twitch account. A lot of gaming. The Rose Gaming. Good guy. Another guy we love. And good to hear from you, my friend. No problem with you, man. I hope... I feel like I need to apologize for something, but maybe stick to it on Corrupted. I think I'll stick to it on Corrupted. I got something I got to apologize for. I'm going to do it on Corrupted because maybe I'll do it on Corrupted. I'll do it here. Fuck it. The bottom line is not the other person. Somebody made up that I said something about them, which I obviously didn't. I proved that on something, but I'm not talking about that. But the other day, you know, I've been talking with, you know, JB recently and stuff like that, and we've been getting along and we were kind of like fucking with each other the other day in the chat, busting balls and joking around with each other. I thought we were kidding around because I was having fun with him, joking around. He was joking.
In Drew's chat last night.
Yeah, we were really going. I thought we were going hard in the paint. I thought it was fun, but I guess I don't think he thought it was fun. I thought he did though. I thought it was a joke. I didn't realize. I mean, because we were joking about everybody in the chat. So But he didn't. I guess he didn't like it. And the other night on Corrupted, Drew said, made a reference to something, and he goes, "I'm going to have to pass." And I said, well, he's probably playing with his he's busy with his family right now or something like that. And I was just trying to joke around because me and JB have been talking again and stuff like that. And I guess JB didn't like that. So I was trying to be funny. I wasn't trying to be a dick, but I think it bothered him. So I don't know, man. If somebody clip that and tell JB that I'm sorry, man. I think I bothered him with that, and I didn't mean to. So I'm sorry to JB, and sorry that I'm a dickhead. I'm always joking, and it was supposed to be a joke, and I don't know, man. I just feel bad that he took it for real. After
the most you can do is apologize, and then you fix it from here. You guys will work shit out.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, but I think that we already did, so we had been cool for a little bit, and then I went and said something again because I don't know, man. I'm just always thinking of jokes, but I didn't mean it as a dig. I meant it as like that's the joke, and I guess I shouldn't have done it though. So I should have not said that, but I don't know. I don't know what else to say. But the other thing, certainly, I didn't do anything wrong, so I'm not worried about that. I didn't do a damn thing wrong, so fuck that person. But with him. That was supposed to be like a joke. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say about that because some people told me that's why he blocked me on Twitter, I guess, today. And I was like, what the hell? What happened? And I didn't really even know what happened. So anyway, but I love JB, and hopefully he'll forgive me for that. And my bad. I'm a dumbass, and I fucked up. So I'm sorry, bro. Meant to offend will offend other people, but I don't give a fuck about them. So I don't give a fuck if it offends them. That is up, and it is on. There is a clip of it on Corrupted Nation right now. You guys can go listen to that, and you can check it out if you want to, or you can listen to the full episodes on Patreon, and there's a bunch more on Patreon with that stuff, and you can check it out. But if not, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't listen to it, especially if you like fucked up savage shit.
Shit bomb!
Fuck Raw. Fuck SmackDown. It's all about the Lakers, the Dodgers, and Joe fucking Cronin. See what I did there? I made your name look like a badass. Oh, and fuck the Witty and Arrow's fault.
Oh my God. Luis and Tony Alejandro, thank you, man. Yeah, I hope the Dodgers win. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Why not make it a California trifecta? You know what I mean? Lakers, now they're tied with the Celtics. Make the Dodgers win. When the Dodgers win, get them pretty close to the Red Sox, too. So, like, LA is just catching up to Boston and everything. That's all we need. Great. That's all we need.
Figures.
I just told you what I said in the chat. They said, what'd you say? I just told you what I said. I said, well, I made a joke because he was doing a lot of gaming streams, things like that. And I was like, he's with his family or whatever. And I was just fucking around. But I do it a lot. I don't know. I think there's in the past I've done it as to be like a dick. This time I did it to be to laugh with us, like we're laughing at each other. Like the other day I said something about him. I said you ever since you left Corrupted, your hair's going gray. And he went, well, you're going bald, asshole, or and I was like, that was fucking great. So I was enjoying the whatever. So anyway, I'm a dumbass. I fucking stupid. That's all it was, bro. It wasn't a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's just stupid. Yo, countdown ended. Thank you for subscribing, Jake.
Yeah, baby.
The big 14 months in a row. Maybe I should sub yours. I have a free one, don't I? I should sub you back. And then,
I'm not even...
You don't even stream on Twitch, though, do you?
No, I don't stream on Twitch. I don't really care for Twitch.
I didn't care for Twitch, but I'll be honest with you guys. I've made a big mistake. And part of it is because I'm a little bit... I'm not trying to say I'm overworked because this is like a dream job thing. I'm not trying to say I'm overworked, but I just do a lot of streaming. And recently I've had these depressions and these times where I just feel miserable. And
the last thing you want to do is stream.
And I don't want to be on streaming and that's been hard. And then, and so I stopped only for a little while. I've been fine recently. But I went to stream on Twitch, and so I stopped streaming on Twitch for a week, and then I stopped streaming on Twitch for a couple weeks. And what happened was the audience dropped a little bit, And when the audience dropped a little bit, I kind of went, fuck this, and then I didn't stream for 2 weeks. And now when I go back to Twitch, my numbers are much lower. I was at 40, 50, 60. Now I'm at 10, 15, 20 maybe. And so, like, I don't know, things are just so down on Twitch. And unfortunately...
It's so hard to break through and get any type of traction there unless you already have an established audience or you're a female with a rack. So.
Exactly. No, you're right. And I'm lucky enough that I have an audience that will go over there. But I was doing about $600, $500 to $600 a month on Twitch. And last month, I made $80. Now, why did I make $80 and I didn't make the car payment? I used to use it for the car payment. Why did I make $80 last month? Because I barely streamed. I And I think that bummed me out. I didn't fail it because I wasn't failing because of anybody or anybody, you guys, or anybody like that. I failed it because I didn't keep consistent with Twitch. And when you don't keep consistent with this stuff, you fall behind real quick. You know what I mean? And so I think that I knew that, and I got pissed. I was like, oh, man, I haven't even streamed in 2 weeks. So every time, the longer the time goes that you don't stream, the more you think, don't do that, because you're way behind. Oh, now I'm so far behind. Now I'm way and you just start winding yourself up into nothing. So I got to get back on there, and I was on there the other night with Diablo and a couple other things, and you guys were hanging out. We had a good time, and a bunch of people
playing Torchlight as well.
Oh yeah, the Torchlight was cool. I got tired of it at a certain point. The only reason why I got tired of it was because I already made it to level 12 on the beta, and then when they launched the real game, they reset everything. So I was like, oh, I gotta fucking start all from the beginning again, and I hate that. I hate replaying. So so I'll be back on there again soon, and we'll get that revved up again. But anyway, we've gotten completely off track. There was something about Raw, a couple of things about Raw that we didn't. Shit, we haven't.
The women's tag match turned into a fatal 4-way, not for the women's titles. First they said they were, then they weren't for the championship, so that was a mess.
Right.
Them bringing the Riot Squad over was a bit of a disaster too. At first I thought it was just going to be Mandy and Dana coming out to make a difference. But I don't even know why the hell. It's just a disaster of a match. Wasn't good. Obviously, you knew it wasn't going to be. Whatever, 8 minutes, then we had Elias's concert. After that, we already covered that as well. And I was actually shocked. I thought it was a joke, but he really does have his album. It's a serious album.
No, it's real. I'm sure it is. They'll sell 20,000 copies. What the hell?
Yeah. So, he's got his album coming out, Universal Truth, this coming Monday. So he's going to have his album release party next Monday.
He's coming out with that. Meanwhile, the guy from Smile Empty Soul is selling his guitars that he always had because he doesn't have enough money because he can't play concerts. So how sad is that? Elias is probably going to make more money from this thing than the guy from Smile Empty Soul.
I wonder if there wasn't a pandemic, if Elias would tour at all or do any type of promotional, concerts.
Probably would do something, do like a bar or a little show. Or
because he was supposed to have that performance a while back. Remember Elias's concert, and then they canceled it for whatever stupid reason?
Yeah.
That was really disappointing.
Yeah, they were going to do it, and then they didn't have it. And, I don't mind. I like his gimmick. Like I said, I thought the performance, it was all right, what it was. But again, it was kind of just like, yikes. I mean, at least pretend you're singing somewhat. Like, what are we doing?
It was fun to do it with the Thunderdome stuff. I whipped out my cell phone light, and the director's like, that's a good idea. Everybody, you got lighters, cell phone lights, bring out your, and he's like, he even said at the end of the performance, the end of the Raw, he's like, you guys were awesome during the Elias concert. That was really something special. Thank you for that. It did look cool with everybody in the audience, not being able to be there in person, at least interacting, but still not a great segment by any means for wrestling. That's just a personal takeaway.
Jeff
then
Bridges.
We had Kofi and Sheamus forget their promo.
Did you see this? Jeff Bridges was just diagnosed with lymphoma.
Yeah. How awful is that? D. Welsh let us know earlier.
Oh, my God.
He said on Twitter, as the dude would say, new shit has come to light. I have been diagnosed with lymphoma. Although it's a serious disease, I feel fortunate that I have a great team of doctors and the prognosis is good. I'm starting treatment and will keep you posted on my recovery.
Damn, man. I hope he's okay. We love the dude. We love Jeff Bridges, and that sucks.
Absolutely. He said, thank you for your prayers, well wishes, and while I have you, please remember to go vote because we are all in this together. Love, Jeff. So... Jesus. Hopefully he's okay, because that's really upsetting to hear.
Yeah, that's too bad. Hopefully he's gonna make it. But what else? Yeah, what else we got? I'm sorry. Fucking retarded.
After that, like I said, we had the New Day promo. That was garbage. I mean, it's just uninspired nonsense. Oh, power of positivity and whatever. So Sheamus comes out, interrupts, it leads to a match. We have Kofi and Sheamus. Wasn't a bad match. Problem is that it could have been a lot better, but Sheamus, his leg seemed to be bothering him. I think it was his right leg. And he just couldn't keep up with Kofi's pace, it seemed like at times. I don't know if that's anything you caught, but I noticed it quite often.
It was just another sloppy match. These guys had that sloppy New Day match the other day, and they had another sloppy match here. And so I don't know, maybe there is something wrong with them, but it
just looked like he was limping at times and couldn't carry his weight properly, and I think that was impacting the match a lot.
Yeah, it wasn't good. You would think that it just wasn't
and you would think
good.
Sheamus would win because he's the singles star. The other two, yes, they are tag team champions, so you don't want the tag champ to lose. So realistically, you wouldn't even put him in this match, but you would have the singles guy beat the tag team guy usually. So it's just an odd way to book and handle the match. And
it was just a carryover and let the good guys win, and that was it. Well, that's all it was for me. So it didn't bother. It just was nothing. I'll never remember it. It sucked. It wasn't good.
Yeah. Then Tucker found his partner to take on The Miz and Morrison, and it was El Gran Gordo, which obviously means the big fat man. I thought that, it just proved that Tucky is screwed. Tucker's done for without Otis. So unless they really, because everything that involved Otis went to Raw, every last bit of it. Mandy, the Miz storyline they have still going on. Tucker's on there now, so he lost his girl. He lost his tag team partner. What does he have left? He's got the briefcase.
All the chemistry left. All the people that are kind of like, basically like his reaction people. You know what I mean? It's kind of like
the ones that elevate him.
It's like if you left this show, and like Drew and Jesse left, or when JB left, and people like that left my show. It was like, wow, okay, you're gonna have to step up because. Yeah, these people that elevate you, like, yeah, I started this show solo, but I always surround myself with people that I believe elevate me, like that make me better. Like if I'm solo, it's fine, it's good, but if I bring in someone who's not that good, it's just like, well, that doesn't work. It doesn't work that well. But like you elevate me, and I help you, and we're good together.
Absolutely.
Other people are good with me; they elevate me. And Otis had that cast of characters. Tucker is not very interesting on his own, but with Otis, like, he kind of works well playing off him and elevates him, and Mandy was elevating him a little bit. And now that they're going to be separated, and this, again, like you said, it proved it tonight. Yeah, that I didn't even mind that. I thought it was kind of funny, and it was all right.
It made me chuckle. I know it's stupid. And as Miz said, you can put a mask on a pig, it's still a pig. But, at least they went with something. And somebody else said that was the La Luchadora costume that they wore on SmackDown, so that's pretty funny that he had that and the cape on with the mask. Obviously Miz got the pin here, short match, and Heavy Machinery. I mean, Tucker and El Gran Gordo win. Then we get the Firefly Funhouse, and I didn't hate this one, but I didn't care for it as many of the others. I understand the story that they were trying to tell here and what they were trying to basically convey. All right, fine. That basically Wyatt is coming for fresh meat. That's all he's saying. He's coming to Raw. He's not coming to make new friends. He's coming for to kill everybody. That's his goal. All right, I get the point of the Funhouse. The only good takeaway from it was Bliss and her saying, we saved the best for last. We're just getting started, and them both waving goodbye and her having the Nightmare on Elm Street type clothing on. I like the ending of it. So at least there's something to look forward to. And their storyline has been one of the more intriguing angles on both SmackDown and now Raw. So I'm okay with it, but it wasn't anything superb.
Plus it's Halloween. So, it was kind of nice, but it wasn't anything crazy like you said.
Yeah.
I think
and then we get Keith Lee and Braun Strowman, which was horrendous. This was very bad.
Oh, my God.
So many reasons. They were just... I mean, I know it's hard. There's only so much you can do. And they said, oh, well, Strowman's nursing a rib injury. And then eventually Braun uses his dumb head and boots Keith Lee right in the junk and gets the pinfall because of it. And then afterwards, Keith Lee hits him, takes him to Dick Kick City as well. And that's it. That's how we end it. So we're going to, as the announcers said, which were terrible as always tonight, and even Samoa Joe got really bad at times, they went ahead and said, oh, these two, it's not done for yet. We're going to see more. Who wants to see this feud continued? I certainly don't.
Nobody. These guys were dead on arrival. It was no matter what, it was going to be bad, right? So Braun Strowman needs to get his win back because he lost last week to help out SmackDown. So now we got to throw him a bone and he's got to win. So you think that, and you're like, okay, great, Keith Lee's about to lose. But then he cheats to win, and then Keith boots him in the balls. So I guess in a way they killed two birds with a stone or whatever. Like, okay, Braun gets to get a win, but it's tainted, and then he gets kicked in the balls, thus creating a feud. So I guess in a way, it's all, maybe we're being too hard on it because it's like, all right, this guy's not 100%, and we want to start a feud. So we're going to start a feud by kicks him in the balls, then the guy kicks you back, and now you got a beef. So, they started a feud. I mean, so, to play devil's advocate, they started a feud. It's a playground baby
such
feud.
A cheesy, stupid, convoluted way to start a feud in a match that's already started. And they had a feud going to begin with, so they just kind of skipped over those points. And sadly, it's not interesting. It's just not compelling.
See, that's the problem, Jake. The idea of two guys have a match, one of the guys kicks the guy in the balls or headbutts the guy in the balls to win, gets away with it, wins the match. Now you got heat on that guy. The other guy says, hey, I know what you did. Fuck you. I'm going to kick you in the balls now. And then they're going to have a feud. You and me would say, yeah, we could do that. Let's do that. Nobody would say that that's the worst idea. Like, okay, that's not a bad idea to start a feud. But the problem is, Braun Strowman is a dead pile of garbage. He's a moron who, I'm going to tell you when I'm cashing in my Money in the Bank, and he's been garbage. He wins 30% of the time or something like that. When he wins, he's like overbooked like crazy, and it seems stupid. He's cheesy on the mic. He's goofy. He really just sucks. And now you get Keith Lee, whose music is weird. He dresses funny now. He kind of has weird mannerisms. He's not working out, and now these two guys are going to wrestle each other. And so it was just all a bunch of I don't give a fuck. So, again, I don't think I can really criticize their decision-making on what they did. I don't have a problem with that. There's so many other things going on. That's not a bad way to start a little feud between two big guys. But the problem is they're both kind of shitty. So, like, I just didn't care. That's the thing. I'll just be honest. The decision
there's no reason to care.
I just don't care about these guys. This guy just lost last week on the SmackDown main event. This guy's kind of dead in the water. This guy's kind of dead.
And before that, Joe, we forgot to even mention, but I mean, how could we remember with Raw being so shitty? But last week, they went ahead and they had that big interaction with each other where, they had the big bump off the stage stunt that they had at the end, and Keith put Braun off the stage, and then they were both laying there, and it was, so we have that huge moment last week. This week, you get a kick to the balls. Like that's how you one up what happened last week. That's going to make you anxious to see them fight again. That's going to make us, feel inspired to want a rematch. I don't think so. It doesn't work. That's the problem. Braun looks like an idiot, and then you take what you did last week and you make it worse. There was no way to go up from here. Then of course we got Randy Orton.
Wait, Jake, wait a minute. Look at this. The Cowboys game was going on during Raw. Check this out. Now that is a keeper girlfriend or wife.
She is indeed. I just retweeted that on your Twitter.
Really?
She indeed is a keeper. Look at that.
That's a keeper.
31-3, and she's like, "It's okay, baby. Don't worry."
I mean, I bet
you still got all that money.
I bet you she bangs the hell out of him later. Like we still got all that money. I look at his watch.
Exactly. She's definitely giving him some cheer up blowjobs.
I don't know. Those are weird kisses, though. Like maybe I would have gone with more like a like in his ear or something like that.
Those are TV kisses. She knows she's on camera.
I did this one time too at a sporting event. An ex-girlfriend, and she whispered in my ear, "Don't worry, because tonight I'm gonna fuck your brains out." And I went, "Whoa!" Like
the same thing happened to me, but it wasn't my girlfriend. It was the quarterback on the other team. He was like, "I'm gonna fuck you," and I was like, "Oh,
yeah, so, wow." Well, I just you got to give it up for any girls that will do that. So it works too.
Or guys.
This worked on me. Like it looks like it's not really working on him. He's kind of like,
you cheered up. I mean, I cheered up just because the quarterback was,
I think it's because she's just kind of kissing him, and he's like, it doesn't matter. But like, if she had said like, "I'm gonna suck your dick later," like then it would have been like,
Yeah, if she just leaned in, she was like,
he might have been like, oh my god. Yeah, like let's. All right.
Yeah, if she leaned over and
The
she was
power.
like, I'm not wearing underwear. Let's go in the locker room.
The power that women have is amazing.
Power of pussy.
I mean, I believe that. So
absolutely, no doubt about it.
What is this? Oh, the Casey fart.
Will be available on Patreon. Oh my god!
Adam Cruz just sent us a clip of Casey shitting himself earlier. Casey is raw shitting himself on the show.
On Spotify, iTunes, and clips of Men to Offend will be up there for free as well. But bonus episodes and longer episodes will be available on Patreon. Oh my god! Spotify, iTunes, and clips of Men to Offend will be up there for free as well. But bonus episodes and longer episodes will be available on Patreon. Oh my god! On Spotify.
He just keeps listening to it over and over again.
Clips of Men to Offend will be up there for free as well. But bonus episodes and longer episodes will be available on Patreon. Oh my god! On Spotify, iTunes, and clips of Men to Offend.
Jesus Christ. He watched it like 9 times laughing at it. Casey shit himself. And then he had to go. He had to get off the call. And
go take another nap.
Go take a nap, Casey. If you guys want to donate, the link is down below. Streamlabs, Twitch alerts down below. And all the donation amounts are listed. There's the Keith Lee dumpster fire. That's probably a good one. It's still there. And 2020, there's a new Dave Rose one, 2020. And then Super Chats down below work as well. Or you can join and become a member on the YouTube channel if you guys want to support that way. Feel free to do it. And we'll get on with whatever you want to talk about. Oh shit, here's one.
Yo, this whole city, we're gritty. Yo, we might eat our own shitty. Yeah, eat our own shitty. In the city of Philly, we eat shitty. We're gritty as can be. We can survive off our motherfucking own PCs. In Philly, we're gritty. In Philly, we're gritty. This whole city, we'll eat our own shitty. In Philly, that's why our mascot looks like a.
Remember when Adam Rose called from jail? Hilarious.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. What happened? I don't even remember where that is or where that happened. My son Champ. My son Champ with the $8 donation. Thank you, Champ. And shout out to Soundwave92. I think he was the largest donation of the stream, I believe, with the $29. The turkey donation. But yeah, where was that, man? I don't remember where that was. And I remember we made it a donation too, and I don't think it's there anymore because we took it away because we were going to have Adam Rose on the show. We were like, we should take that off before he comes on. It was like, it's me, Adam Rose, or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I do have it. Maybe this is it. Is this it?
What?
I'm still friends with him to this day on Facebook, and he lives a regular life now, and he's a great guy. I think he separated from his wife. So
yeah, I believe so.
He sees
Couldn't
the
believe the
kids.
difference in how he looks now. My God.
Yeah, looks like
total transformation.
ripped
Big beast
macho
of a
man.
now. Yeah.
The WWE website has confirmed that Adam Rose is suspended indefinitely.
Is this it?
Following his arrest in his Hillsborough County, Florida, early this morning after an incident with his wife. WWE
Is there porno music playing in the background? What the fuck music am I playing? Look, I even got a picture of him on behind me.
previously announced his suspension via the Wrap with a statement
His
that
mugshot.
said they have
Oh, I miss my Electro Voice RE20. It's broken now, which sucks. It's like a $450 microphone that I dreamed of having since I was a little kid, and the thing shit itself.
zero tolerance for domestic abuse. And this is not looking good.
This fucking music. What is that?
A lot of
Ah! Why did I zoom in on him?
people starting to go into the Illuminati. The WWE set this up so they could get rid of Adam Rose because they didn't want to get rid of him on their own because it would be a terrible story if WWE were to get rid of Adam Rose, someone whose child is battling a hell of an illness. And
I don't know why, but what? I mean, that's not funny, but like how I'm delivering this is funny. What am I doing? Pilots? Yeah, I sound like Drew. This is where he got it from. He learned from me 5 years ago.
That's where it got, that's where he got
Pilots.
talent from.
Like, dude, by the way, if I backed up into this thing, it would just fill my anus.
the comments said he went complete Benoit. Well, no, he didn't go complete Benoit, because if he went complete Benoit, you know what would happen. It was simply a domestic.
Yeah, somebody said he went complete Benoit. I remember that. I was like, dude, he did not go complete Benoit, because if he went complete Benoit,
he wouldn't be here and his family wouldn't either.
Yeah, that was messed up. Dude, I read that and was like, he went complete Benoit? No, he didn't. He went like not even close to complete Benoit. Jesus.
What did he do? He just made her not dial 911.
Yeah,
right?
he sort of. Yeah, he like was like, "What are you doing?" and hung up the phone. Like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, and slammed the phone down as she tried to call 911. Which, by the way, one time when I was younger, like my mother threatened me with that because I didn't clean up my room, and she started dialing to threaten me. Like, I'm gonna call the police if you don't clean your room. And I was like, I'm gonna clean it. I just got home like from school. And she's like, if you don't, I'll call the cops on you or something like that. And she picked up the phone, dialed the number. And I sort of did the same thing. I ran at her and was like, hang that up. What are you doing? And she's like, I wasn't going to do it. I just wanted to see how, like, you know, I want you to know I want you to clean your room. And I go, you can't just dial the number and hang up.
Yeah. There they come.
She was literally like, what do you mean? I was like, you can't just dial that number and then hang up. Like, you dialed it. And then it rang. The fucking phone rang. And I'm like, see, you can't do that. I was like 16 or 15 or something like that. And I was like, see, you can't do that. That's them. And they're going to come here now. And she was like, hello? And she was like, well, I was only calling because I wanted to whatever. I wanted
to sound like a crazy person.
Yeah. And then she said that. She's like, I wanted him to just know how serious I was. And they were like, what? Like, we're going to come to make sure you're all right. And then they came.
Yeah, they have to.
And I was laughing.
They have to make sure you're not, you know, being told not to tell them to come.
Yes. Yeah, the guy had to come to look around and make sure everything was okay. And then he kind of was like, okay. And he was like, well, you're going to clean your room for your mom? And I was like, yeah, I told her that. I told her I was like, I'm like embarrassed. I'm 15 and like I was going to, She was like having a bad day or something like that. And she was, I don't know, like, and I was like, are you serious? And then my mother was like,
today you would have been shot.
Then the guy, yeah, now they would have killed me if I was black. No, I'm just, then my mom, then they kind of like crapped on my mom too. They were like, that this is for like, was your son like trying to fight you over this or trying to like, was he never clean his room? She's like, no, he cleans it, but it's been a week. And the guy, you could tell the guy was just like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah,
am I fucking here for this? He was like, so this is for emergencies. If you dial the phone number, like, we have to come out. She's like, I understand that now. He's like, okay. And it was just like, I was listening to it, like, while I was upstairs, cleaning my room like I was going to anyway. And I remember thinking, like, what the fuck? It reminds me of the time my mother was like, I told this before, my mother's great, but it's just like, she was making food one night. And she was cleaning the pan, and she started boiling the water, but she cleaned the pan with soap like really good, and she like dumped it out and then like dumped some water in it, and then she dumped it out once and then filled it up and put it on the thing. And I was like, what the hell is that? Did you wash all the soap out of that? I thought, and I looked in and it's bubbling and like the bubbles are in there. I could see it. I'm like, you didn't clean all the soap out of the pan. I'm like, you just put that pan on and started boiling, and like there's still soap in it. She's like, I rinsed it out. I'm like, you rinsed it out once. I was like, you just scrubbed the shit. Like, there was soap soaking it. And then you...
Yeah, you're trying to give us Montezuma's revenge over here.
Yeah, you put some water in it. She swished it around once, dumped it out. I would have done it once, 2 or 3 or 4 times or whatever. She did it once. It was like once, and then filled it up and then put it on. I could see the fucking bubbles. And I'm like, okay, there's still soap in there. And then she goes, honey, it's boiling, and it's going to boil out everything. It's not a big deal. And I'm like, that's not how soap works. That's how bacteria works. The soap is still in there. It doesn't matter if it's boiling. It's still in there.
You're just cooking the Dawn soap. That's it.
Fucking hilarious. Like, she's so funny.
You got 2 steps before you shit yourself.
Dude, that shit was crazy. I was like, Ma, what are you doing? Anyway.
I know my younger cousin got a store shut down when she was younger by picking up a payphone that they had inside the store and fake calling 911. And because she was little, like maybe 4 years old, 5, I don't remember all the details from it because it was so long ago. But I know the store got shut down. The cops had to come in. They thought it was like, some big thing happening.
And, people don't. You got to be careful.
What else we got?
Oh,
a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it. Tommy
Want some
NC.
bubbly? Look at this stuff. A little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
Cho, I'm gonna need you to pay me back for this donation cause I'm broke, but I had to call out these assholes. Yeah, I tried to fuck Crystal, but then I asked her why her vagina still smelled like tuna. So instead I went to my clan meeting and fucked my cousin.
Damn.
Good
Busy
God.
night.
Oh my God, bro. Yeah, I've been pulled over and threatened too, man. I was joking about the race thing. Trust me, man. I've had weird things.
Yeah.
Tommy, thank you, Tommy. I salute you, brother.
Asshole cops are asshole cops, white or black.
Yeah, exactly.
Between.
I know there's definitely racism, but white people are harassed too. We just don't talk about it.
Speaking of racist, hey, Drew just subscribed. Look at that.
Oh, look at that, Gatekeeper Drew. Yay, Drew, welcome. His grandfather was a cop, so you know about him. You know what he did down there? And he's like, I'm not from the South. I'm like, yeah, you kind of are.
My uncle's chief of police, so.
Yours is?
Yeah.
Well, now you just got him in trouble. Gatekeeper Drew, thank you, man. What's up to Drew? He killed me Sunday.
We've got
Took
a
me
new
out.
Twitch follower.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, take my pants off.
Drew had record viewership, and you got that 69 doubled up.
That was awesome.
That was great.
But
yeah, 911 you can text now in I believe every state. I think it's most states. And then they also do things where you can call and order pizza, and they'll send somebody to help you just in case you can't talk.
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's it. True.
Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. A little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
Did you talk about my family? Did you talk about my family? I swear you talked about my family. That's ITM coming to Boston BRO. Did you talk about my family?
Angry guy from New York. Thanks for the $3, man.
No, we only watched JD fall out of a chair.
I was ranting on JD.
With his pajamas.
In his pajamas.
His Batman pajamas.
Good God. Thank you.
I think the only thing we didn't have. That's it.
Oh, no.
You still have the Batties to give me what I want promo you did for the Triple H match.
Oh, yeah.
He wants kids.
He wants kids. Oh, my God, bro. Yo, thank you, Robert Heller, for dropping the 2020. Yeah, I can play that in a few minutes. And
give me what I want.
Congrats to my buddy Tim Dillon, man. He was on Rogan. He's not my buddy, but he's a good guy. He wants to talk to him. But I don't really know him. Tim Dillon, man, he was on Joe Rogan. Now he's on H3 today or whatever. This is the same guy last week I was laughing at. Remember when he was doing the promo for the cereal company?
Yeah.
And he was like, I used to eat people. I used to fucking eat people. And I murdered them. And this is the official cereal of the cops. Like, that shit was so goddamn funny. That guy's
hilarious.
one of my favorite.
He's great.
One of my favorite comedians. I'd say Bill Burr, him, and maybe a couple other guys. And right now. And so, yeah, congrats to him, man. He's going on tour everywhere. He's like killing it. He's been a long time guy. He's our age too, so he's down with whatever we're down with, like hot tub sex with guys, which is what me and Jake are into. So this is perfect, really, for everybody.
Well, he's gay, so that works out perfect.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like me and you aren't like officially gay, but like we're kind of like gay-ish.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, like he's willing.
We skirt around the idea when we wear skirts. Yeah.
Yeah, me and you will just do anything, and he's gay, so we know that we're all in. I think, I mean,
he'll be all about it.
I think so. I think I've got blue eyes. I think you're, a little bigger, so he likes that. Like you're
likes
more his
cuddle.
Yeah,
exactly.
Little cuddle with you, and I'll go in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So this is really cool. When he comes to Boston, I think it's going to be a great time.
So that's why it's a perfect team. You can ravage them, and I could be the cleanup crew.
Yeah, and we're going to go to Mohegan Sun and fuck in one of the VIP areas.
Oh, there we go.
It's going to be crazy. We're going to have a great time. And then we're all going to pull out the pictures of him and Rogan and jerk off on the pictures. And then he's going to bring them to Joe Rogan the next time he goes on Rogan again. And he's going to be like, yo, me and my gay friends, we came on a photo of you. And he's going to show it to Rogan. Rogan's going to be like, wow, that's interesting. And then he's going to hang it up next to like the Jimi Hendrix photos in his weird alien spaceship.
They're
set.
changing the set for the podcast, for Joe Rogan's podcast again.
Well, thank God, because
I guess Kanye is going to help redesign it. Was the story I heard. Don't know if that's 100% true, but go with it. And I know Keemstar was talking about
looks like
bunch of people.
Looks like Kanye did this one.
That's what I thought, because it's so out there. But someone put out a huge report as to why the setting makes you not want to watch his show. There's something about the way that it's created and how it looks that's a turnoff mentally.
Red, gold, and the cage look behind. Like, you got red, gold, and cage. Like, the weird spokes behind him looks like a cage.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable to stare at for long times.
Yeah, it used to be like, I mean, I'm kind of used to it now. It's not a big deal, but like, yeah, before it was like warm and inviting. Like, I don't know, it just felt like a guy room, like a guy hangout. Now it looks like...
Yeah, it was a man cave. Now it's a spaceship that is on discount.
He looks like he's in a Chinese restaurant spaceship. Like, let's design this little space cap, and we're going to design it like a Chinese restaurant or something, or a Thai restaurant. I don't know what it is, but either way.
We've got a new Twitch follower. Hell yeah, take my pants off.
Oh, God. Tommy crapped in Crystal's butt. That's gross. I'm going to throw up now. Do we miss any? Robert Heller, thanks for the 2020. Robert really helped us out with the big dono.
Yeah, the very end to Raw. So Orton gets in the cage, and they're bringing back that awful red cage yet again. That's hard to see through, that no one enjoys. Brilliant idea, WWE, because you didn't hear enough backlash last year about that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted, we won't have the red light, but still, the red cage is just as difficult to see through.
You know what, Jake? I'd be down for painting the hard cam side normal, keeping the hard cam side normal color.
Yeah,
and then left and right sides red. That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be fine because obviously you know where you have to see through. So
right,
exactly,
because mostly close-ups happen from the right and left sides.
Yes.
So when they're close up, you kind of see the red, and that looks cool. But when it's further away, you see the cage regular. So I would, optics wise, I would have done that. That's just me. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying though.
And then they made Orton look like an idiot because he locked himself inside the Hell in a Cell. Why he would do that anyways? Okay, he wants to keep away from Drew. Well, then don't go in the cell. It's just stupid. And then, of course, Drew makes him look like even more of an idiot by whipping out bolt cutters. They should have had him kick the door open rather than cut it open with bolts. And then they end it. As soon as he gets in there, he says, "You and me now, Randy. Your ass belongs to me." And then it's over.
It was
so all night we wait for some type of interaction between these two, the way they built it up with the promos earlier and stuff, and the announcers, and that's all we get.
Do you want to know what I would have done? Anybody want to ask Joe what he would have done?
Let's hear it.
You ready for this? Randy Orton dares, what's his face? Drew McIntyre. Randy Orton dares Drew McIntyre to come on in, right? Then, from out of nowhere, a couple of guys in masks or janitor outfits, whatever, they jump out from underneath the ring. They jump out from underneath the ring. They clobber Drew. They hold him down. Randy hits him, jabs him in the throat with the steel chair. So Drew goes, and he drops to the ground holding his throat. And Randy goes, get him, now, do it. We're doing it now. Get him. And then he goes, go. The cage comes up. And I don't know how they're going to work it, how they gimmick it. Then they hold down McIntyre under the cage. And they lower the cage down. And as they're lowering the cage down, they cut whatever. And they get the cage low enough that it looks like it's crushing his leg. And they're crushing his leg with the fucking cage or whatever the hell. And, he's screaming and the cage is stuck on him and the cage is stuck on him. And he's screaming and he's holding his leg or whatever. And then people come running out like officials with headsets on and they're going, what the fuck what are you doing? And then they bring up the cage again and it ends with Randy smiling, and this crazy look on his face. Like, and Drew's on the ground like, ah! And they're just fucking boom. What's going to happen Sunday? Hell in a Cell.
Exactly.
He's got to
wear a bandage. That would have surged the pay-per-view, Joe. That's brilliant.
Boom.
They did nothing to make you excited for Sunday. This doesn't make me want to see the pay-per-view. And then, I'm reading through all the news to see, and I thought it was the weekend after, my bad, but this Friday night on SmackDown, Fox is busy, so, whatever sports final they have going on, they're going to go ahead and be playing on Fox Sports 1. So SmackDown's going to be on a much less, viewed network on cable, not even on air anymore. So they're going to be on Fox Sports 1 Friday, and that's their go-home show for Hell in a Cell. So knowing that, they should have really pushed. SmackDown's your largest viewed show at this point in time, getting around over 2 million viewers usually, a little over.
Jeez.
So let's go ahead and if you're only going to get half of that audience, maybe less, because you're going on a different network, then let's push everything we can on Raw.
We've got a new Twitch
I would have made Raw the biggest deal.
Hell yeah.
I agree.
My pants off.
Yeah. And none of this makes sense. Thank you, Ryback. And shout out to Segundo for the subscription, baby. Appreciate that. What a name. Love you. Thank you for subbing. Thanks to Maxwell for subbing, too. It didn't shout you out because maybe channel's private. I don't know. But Maxwell, thank you. And everybody else who subbed down below, hit that sub button, hit the bell, all that stuff. We're live usually after every single WWE event and AEW event and daily wrestling news and videos usually. I don't do too much news anymore, but I'm going to try to do a lot more and try to kickstart things up again here. So, I don't know. I would have rather seen that stuff go on, and there's a lot of things they could have done to simply make things a lot better. You said it. I said it. How they don't do it, I don't even know. Maybe they had an idea and they ran out of time and I don't know.
This is all they could execute. But even still, you've had a week since the last show. There shouldn't be this type of excuses. The only thing I could give them, a bit of a hit for is, all right, during the COVID times, if anybody gets sick and you can't use that star or people can't attend or make it, like that is out of their control. But everything we saw tonight is perfectly in their wheelhouse to handle.
Yeah.
None of this should have been handled this way at all.
I absolutely agree. Anything else before we go?
I give tonight a 2. I would say I like the idea of Elias and Hardy, continuing their feud. That'll be somewhat interesting. I didn't mind Otis in his costume. That was a little bit funny.
It probably would have been funnier too if the rest of the show was a lot better. That would have been like a nice little side funny thing that happened. But because it was so bad, and then you're looking at a goof with the Lucha Libre thing, it was like, whatever. But yeah, that was actually, if I gave you my top 3 things that I had to pick I liked tonight, that'd be on that list.
Yeah, and I like the Matt Riddle AJ Styles match. Granted, we've seen it before, but they did a good job. It was just short.
Probably be that. I guess it'd be that match, the bodyguard
because Jordan
thing.
Was involved. Jordan Omogbehin, whatever you say his name. That guy, the big guy.
The big guy,
yeah. With him being there, that was a really interesting dynamic. Matt Riddle stopping dead in his tracks. I did like that. So,
I'm trying to think of anything else, and then it was just kind of like the Bray and Alexa thing, and
they killed Retribution. That was embarrassing.
That was.
I bet you the ratings are going to be probably a little bit lower than last week. So we'll see. But
it was enraging. But I think it kind of, people were like, it sucked. Good thing they did it. That was a good thing they did. But it was like, in a way it is, but in another way it's kind of like enraging because they wasted our time with this group, who's now just going to be this mid-card annoyance faction. So.
Yeah, sadly. It was supposed to be this big main event deal, it felt like, and now we got nothing from it. So
what'd be cool is if Retribution got a car kind of like the original Batmobile, not the original, but the 1968 Batmobile. Like they got a cool old car like Knight Rider or something like that, and they all kind of rode around in it doing bad stuff and then talking trash. And when they showed up to Raw, they showed up in it, and they were kind of just like these Antifa from the 80s or something. I don't know, but whatever, I don't know. Who cares? It's all garbage anyway now, I guess. Guys, please check out.
Could have had him come out in a tank with a friggin' army behind him. It wouldn't matter anymore because they lose.
Right, they're losing too much. It's too goofy. Ali was the spy. I didn't mind that. Everybody was like, "Oh, wow, really? He's the spy."
I liked him being the leader, so that was okay. It just
but I mean, him being the hacker. People were like, "Oh, really? He's the hacker? No shit." Yeah, but it was but I didn't mind that because at least WWE, because we said that they're like, just tie it up. We said this.
Yeah, at least they finished it off. It was just the way they presented it because they just lost. They just got their ass beat by the Fiend, and now you're making these ominous threats and revealing, oh, you were the hacker.
Yeah.
It would have had a much bigger payoff if that was all we got from them tonight.
Subscribe if you're new. What are you doing? I'm serious, though, guys. If you want to laugh, I'm hoping I'm going to make you laugh. On the Meant to Offend podcast that I did today, part of it's up on my other channel, Corrupted Nation. It's also up for free on iTunes, Spotify, and anchor.fm/offend. Go check that out. Follow my podcast there. Follow that. Follow Joe Cronin Show on iTunes, Joe Cronin Show on Spotify. And if you want 30 hours of bonus podcasts and full podcasts that you don't hear anywhere else, become a patron. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Shout out to the king who is Bry Guy. Bry Guy is your king. King of the wheel. And from Monetize This past week over on Corrupted Nation. Hopefully next week we'll bring some fire again. Now last week I was drunk as shit on Monetize This. So if you missed that,
you and that vodka or tequila, which one?
Oh, and forget Monetize This from last Friday. If you watched it, great. But if you did not watch the post show on Patreon, you got to get over there. My wife fucked up Bullfrog. It was crazy, dude. She molested Bullfrog on Patreon. Please listen to Monetize This, the post show. It's up on Patreon. If you haven't heard it, scroll down a little bit, 5, whatever, or just type in Monetize This post show, whatever. You'll find it. It's about a good 35 minutes. It's a good little deal. You'll laugh at it. Lots of stuff to laugh at and to listen to, as you know, on all my channels and all the shows we do.
Speaking of shows, Thursday, are we doing Out of Nowhere or are we doing a debate review? That's my question.
I got a dog down here. Oh, my God. Oh, she's stepping on my balls. Oh, my God. Come here.
You're getting assaulted.
Come here. Go over here. I'd rather have you over here than the wives. Come here. Come here.
Yeah, because Thursday night we have the final debate between, obviously, Biden and Trump. So we'll have to see what happens there, but should be entertaining.
She unplugged something. I don't know what it was. I heard a boom.
Yeah, I heard it go.
Oh, yeah, it says USB not recognized. Something malfunctioned. Great, you fucked up something, Clover. Let me see what it is.
Air day. Yeah, there you go, Wendy.
I don't know what it was. Did you fuck up, Clover? That doesn't sound good.
No, not at all. But we'll have to figure out if you're going to end up having Out of Nowhere or just cover the debate.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah.
What time's the debate?
9 to 11, I believe.
Oh, yeah. And, well...
Because basically when the debate ends, we would be going live for Out of Nowhere.
Jesus Christ, what is going on?
I don't know. She hit something.
What the fuck did you step on? I mean...
Something got pulled out.
Nothing's even over there to step on. Come here.
The computer has a dog fur allergy.
I don't know what happened. It's really weird. It's the hard drives. It keeps saying the hard drives are... The externals are popping in and out and in and out.
Weird.
It is weird. All right.
Unplug and plug back in.
Hey, man. Everybody have a good night. I hope you guys all have a good night. I'm going to have a better night because I have a wife. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just not going to do anything tonight. Hope you sub. Hope you hit me up on Twitter. Shout out to everybody. We tried to get Jericho on the podcast again. Cody Rhodes came on, but, not the demo god. Whatever. You like the music. ADTR, shout out to you, man. How you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Shout out to Mike, Brad, and Too Sweet in the chat. Appreciate that, brother. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Go check it out. It's on your phone. Download the app. Whatever. Go to the desktop. Do it. You're going to be, if you don't do it, you're an idiot. So be a stupid idiot if you don't want to be on my Patreon. Go ahead. You're the one that's not going to be entertained. Everybody else is going to get entertainment, and you're not going to get it. 330 other people are entertained, and you're not. Think about that. 330 other people are at least a $2 or more patron. And you are not. And you're missing out on all the shit that's been going down since 2016 on my Patreon. That's dumb. So become a patron or you're dumb. Oh, I don't have the money. Beat somebody up on the street. Take their wallet. It's like $5, dude. Just take beat a guy up and be like, oh, I thought you were someone else. Give him his wallet back, but keep $5. That's all you got to do. And if he's a white guy and you're black, just say he said the N-word, and he'll give you his wallet. And then be like, and throw it back at him and be like, you damn right you don't say that word. And then you go home, and then you go to your bank and you give them $5, then it's in your card, and then you go sign up on Patreon, and then you got it. Boom. It's real easy if you're black. If you're white, you know, you might have a trouble time. But if you're black, just be like, yo, why'd you call me the N-word? Whoa, this guy, what the fuck? And then he'll be like, no, I didn't do that. No, I didn't. I'm not ready. I'm not. Here, you want $20? Here, I got it's $20 if you just take it, man. Like, I didn't say that to you. I'm not like, yeah, okay, fine. All right. Crack-ass motherfucker. Put it in your pocket. Go home, go to the bank, boom. You can become a $25 producer off that guy's guilt. It's so easy to do it. My name's Joe Cronin. Hit me up on Twitter at JCS Commentary. Hit Jake up at Countdown Ended. And hit our buddy from Lucha Underground, Famous B23 on Twitter. And Maxwell Jacob Friedman with the follow. Thanks for the follow, Maxwell. You stole a popular wrestler's name. That's terrible. All right, good night, everybody. Thanks for listening. See you on Patreon. We got a lot of shit coming this week. Pilots.
Hello, folks. You freaking.
Yeah, sell your ass, Jessa.
Hello, folks. You.
What have you got to show in your fucking DMs? Your fucking DMs. What do you got to show that's going to expose me?
Do your fucking job.